Whoop to the hizzy. Right, Famescar, wherefore art thou? You are. Hey, Reagan can move himself away from the. Oh, do you even have a token in New Famescar? I'm not sure you do.
That's how long it's been.
Let's sort that out. No, you must do. You must have one. I put everybody in. Oh, you're in the town square. That's why. There they are. Easy.
This is nice,
isn't it?
I worked hard on this map.
Yeah. Can Governor Joe just leave my home? By the way.
Did you say that to him? He sort of was just looking at you blankly.
How did you do the copyright down in the right-hand corner? That's quite good.
Oh, I didn't see that. Where is it? Down right corner?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Ah, you got me. British humor. Never get it. Yeah, but
how you doing, Al? Are you okay?
Yeah, well, my character died, but other than that, all good.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
but yeah.
Was the bonus level upgrade wasted, or?
It was not, because I managed to get to level 4 with my new character just before it. I had fortunately scheduled quite a bunch of sessions.
You played all of the sessions.
Yes, all of them.
So a nail to the foot prevented me from making the most of my level upgrade because I was 5 XP going up to level 4 anyway.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's my punishment.
Is that like an arrow to the knee? Worse.
Seriously.
BRB.
Okay. So.
Did he just say BRB and then leave?
He did just say BRB and then
Who
leave.
says BRB?
Who said that?
Beat him up.
It's better than burb. Burb.
Now you're all here.
There's no way to select this link for the map, actually. Huh? Oh, okay. I will write.
Applicable.
I will.
But I did make it easy enough to remember to type into the address bar.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Somebody should update that map. And it's not going to be me.
You know what would be a really good idea is if we made a slash map on the dragonfields.com and then just like redirected it to this page. We could do that. Alex, get on that when you get home. He's listening. He just can't talk. Talk tower.
So have we got any newbies that I haven't played with before?
Yeah, Marlon and
Steve,
I think his name is.
Yeah.
3 is what we call him regularly.
So what characters do they play?
3 is a cleric.
And Elathane is half rogue, half fighter, sort of a scoutish.
But 100% awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can I get an inspiration for the song, by the way?
Yes, sure. Sure you can.
An inspiration for what? The song.
For his song.
Yeah.
For his amazing humble song.
Definitely have inspiration for that.
I used it up, failing to cut the tail off of that thing.
What thing?
Thing.
Euro.
Thing.
I don't know. You tried to cut the tail off of it?
You were there.
It had like a poison thingy, and I tried to cut the poison thingy off so it couldn't sting people.
Oh, yeah. That didn't work, did it?
No, it failed.
Alp, are you streaming this?
Yes.
Cool.
Right. I am ready on my laptop.
Who's on Roll20 right now? Everyone?
Everyone.
Good. I want to just show something and you tell me if you're okay with it. I made some macros for some effects for my spells.
Is this safe for work? What you're gonna show us?
It is, yes.
Safe for post office.
So let's see. Let's say Bron is a monster. Can you see my token in bronze?
Yes.
So if I did Eldritch Blast, this is what it would look like. Can you see this?
Hey, I
at
totally
that.
knew it was worth paying that extra £4 a month.
Is that okay or is it too much?
It's fantastic.
That's cool.
Because
Okay.
I haven't done any use for this. Because I always forget to use it.
Wait, can you do that again? Oh, nice.
Look at that.
That was just me clicking. But
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Oh.
if you
So
could make a macro that does that, I'd be impressed.
that's.
Oh, nice.
I've got a few.
Special effects.
Did you
How
put
do you
on the
do that?
wiki how to do that? Because that is amazing.
I didn't, but I will.
You have to.
All right.
Now, so I can
Sorry,
do it for
can-
tomorrow.
Can I ask one more time? I didn't see anything.
Sure. Yeah. Do you see my token in bronze?
It's at the fountain.
Center square. Square center.
Okay, yep. Whoa, you've just wasted Bron.
I didn't do that part.
You better not be killing me.
Hey, how are you missiling things? Or is that somebody else?
Which missile? I did a few more things just now.
Amazing. Do you like my snow effect?
Yes, please. Oh, lovely.
That's a custom one, that is.
So remember when I said for my grand entrance for Cloud, I was expecting some thunder effects. I expected something like this.
Well,
wait.
you got noise instead. We heard other things
This.
ears, so stop whinging.
Fine,
Oh,
fine.
the snow's getting blown away on the wind. I'm easily impressed. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh no, what's that?
That's you first.
Alp, tell me about Drifting Cloud. I'm fascinated. I struggle to keep up the Discord too. So tell me a little bit about him.
What do you want to
Or
know? It's a him.
Well, is it literally a drifting cloud or?
No, it's a tabaxi. So, is there a way to show my character's big picture?
I don't know what a tabaxi is.
It's like a catman.
Ah, right, yeah. I can see
Imagine a Khajiit from Skyrim.
Exactly.
Basically.
If you have the coin. Yeah. I have wares and goods. If you have the coin.
I had visions of like just a cloud. I thought that was some seriously good role playing.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been sweet.
Like the thing from Rick and Morty singing Moonman 24/7.
Whenever Marlon's talking, it sounds like there's like a laundry machine behind him.
This is probably
That's
because he's in the Lordret.
I'm 5 meters from the main road, like
Okay.
outside.
It's not always, only when a car passes by. Yeah, so I like the tabaxi names because they're it's all about whatever was happening that day, and they named their kids like that. So there was a drifting cloud that day. That's how they named him.
I'm gonna name you Mr. Fluffles.
Fine by me. I'm not sure it'll be fine by Cloud, but let's see.
Floaty McFloat face.
Yeah, can we remove this big thing now? I feel like a giant. There's a spell for that.
Attack of the Titans.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a very decent fighter, melee fighter, but he's got some spells as well. And he's got this he's got this blue crystal on his forehead that glows whenever he does some magic.
Nice.
But we can introduce each other in game as well.
And I enjoyed your letters home from your last character. Are we gonna see something similar?
Yeah, he did a few write-ups.
Already 2 on the wiki.
Yeah, it's more of a fireside chat with him. So you go to the tavern, you sit on the leather couch by the fireside, and he'll tell you his stories and adventures.
While you pet him.
Well, what?
While you pet him.
Yes, and he gently purrs. Yes. Shall we start?
Yeah.
Listen, it's your
that's
party
awesome.
today, right?
Yeah, I just want to get this out of the way, so I'll start. I approach Dobson and I say, Dobson, I need a crossbow. What do you have on offer?
Oh yes, I've got some kicking around here. Yes, yes, yes. What are you looking for? I've got a couple here. I've got a light one, and I think they call this one the hand one. You know, it's quite small but quite good.
I would prefer something big and heavy.
I see. You know, I don't often carry too much heavy stuff. You know, I've got to lug it around. You might have better luck with Sagar. You know, he makes a few weapons or two.
I
Bit of a
told you
hobby of
so.
his.
Fair enough. Do you have ammunition, or would that be Sagar's thing?
Yes,
as well?
no, I've got some bolts, but I mean, he might want to sell them too as well. But yes, I can sell you some.
You know what? Since I've done business with you before, I'll just take them off you.
Okay, yes, well, it's 2 gold pieces for 20 crossbow bolts.
Right, you are. And I hand him the gold. By the by, thank you ever so much for those potions. Pretty sure they saved my life several times. I turned invisible once.
Oh, wow, invisible, fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good, that's good. Not quite the healing potion we're aiming for, but I think we're, you know, again, it's certain healing benefits to being invisible.
Yeah.
Preventative rather than, you know, causing, affecting, you know, that sort of thing.
Precisely. And then I had another one, and it sort of produced auras around people. I'm not sure what they were meant to show, but I suppose you could say they had a therapeutic effect on me.
I see. Okay, yes. Well, I don't know. I mean, without too much more description, I don't really know what the you know the glowing stuff was. But you know, maybe if it happens again, go and ask one of them why they're glowing and see what they say.
Well, I couldn't tell you. Some people were red, some were green. One was red, I believe.
Interesting. Oh.
Anyway, do you have any more of those lying around?
Yes. I've been very busy. I've got 3 or 4 now. Yes, I thought. Well, you seem to be quite interested in role playing with them, so I'll just keep brewing. Tweak the recipe 2 or 3 times, so they're all. If they do provide you some healing, then please let me know.
Can I have all of them?
Sure. Yes. Are you going to take them all at once? I wouldn't do that. No.
Oh no, I'll take them one after another. Maybe offer some to my companions. Who knows? They might want one.
Okay. Yes. Good. Yes. So here you go. And he hands you 4. Is that potion bottles?
Lovely.
Yes. Well, of course. If I do anything interesting with them, please let me know.
Will do. All right. Thanks for the business. I'm off to Sagar's. And then I go to Sagar's.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello, mate. What can I do you for?
I don't believe we've met. I'm Elephine, and I am looking for a crossbow since I've recently misplaced mine.
Yeah. I've just been getting my new apprentice, Gavin. He's been working on the crossbows recently. Gavin, you got one of those crossbows? Oh yes, they're here. Yes, sir. You see a big, really tall hench fella. You at Sagars? If you go to Sagars, you can see a picture of Gavin.
One sec.
Big ginger-headed fella, humongous arms, wearing basically just a leather-strapped apron, covering some humongous pecs. Yes, here they are. Yes. And he hands you a fairly heavy crossbow. You sort of like almost drop as he hands it to you. He sort of like just drops it in your arms. And so he goes, yeah, come on, get back to work, Gavin. Get back to work. Stop lollygagging around. You want that there, mate?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you want that there, mate? You want to take it?
Can I inspect it to make sure it's all right? If it was made by his apprentice, I want to make sure it's functional.
All right, mate. I've given my apprentice good training. I don't let him knock out any old shit now, do I? Come on. And you do look
Right.
over it as he's moaning. It looks, it looks pretty good. Looks like it would, do the job.
Fair enough. Right. What do you want for it?
Well, fortunately, they do still come with apprentice rates, even if they are top quality notch. So they're only 40 gold pieces for that. Do you want any bolts to go with it? I'll throw some in free.
Free, you say? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll give you 5 to get started, and if you want any more, you know where to come to.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Great, yeah, great. So you're going to take that in?
Yep. And I hand him the 40 gold.
Smashing, yeah, good, mate, good, yeah.
While this is happening,
Is that done?
Cloud is inspecting the vault, which I've given it a location, by the way.
Oh, where is it?
Just
There for art bow.
Oh,
Oh, there. Oh, you've drawn it.
yep.
So blue.
You're welcome to beautify this. Fine. You want to add a... I don't like this font. All right. You want to add an
I
icon?
was instructed by Graven that that was the font we must use. He said, "You shan't use the font of light, and you useth the fonteth."
So remind me about the vault, Alp. Is that where everyone's money and weapons, etc., go when they die?
Yes.
Sort of things.
You're welcome to come in front of it, and Cloud will tell you all about it. Greetings, friends. I am Drifting Cloud. Very nice to meet you. What is your name?
Nice. I'm Reagan. Nice to meet you. So what's all this about this vault then?
Well, what I've been told is that all our wares and goods and unwanted items are stored in this place, and somebody...
I don't end up in there one day then.
Somebody's supposed to be in charge of it, but so far I think nobody's taken that job. I'm a merchant, so I suppose I could do a good job at it, but I don't want to overstep my bounds. For now.
I'm sure you could. It's a pretty free place, this. I'm sure if you step up to the plate, people will take kindly to that. If you can be trusted.
I believe I can, but that is not up to me to decide. I am still new. And there is one item of interest in there that I would like to look into, but I want to ask the others if that's okay if I take it.
What is it?
It is this bag of holding. I read in Click's notes that it belonged to him before his passing, and perhaps I could... I mean, it has come in our previous journeys that it would have been useful to have, so...
Yeah, it's a useful item.
It sure is. Is there something you would like to take as well? Would you like to look?
Yeah, let's have a look around, see what there is.
Do you have the link to the wiki?
What is this wiki?
It is the password to get inside. I put it in the Discord just in case you don't have it.
No, I don't think there's anything I need.
There's gold, riches,
As long as I've
weapons,
got
rations.
Sue and Bob back in my arms, that's fine.
Rations could be useful. An explorer's pack, perhaps. A filter of love.
I can see you were a good merchant.
A filter of love, of course, but you would not need this with your good looks.
Nah. Yeah, flattery will get you everywhere.
So I've been told.
Who buy?
Could you remove the sickly yellow short sword?
Sickly yellow. Yeah. I will just...
I have that, and it's just a normal boring sword now.
Okay. I've marked it. See, I'm already doing the job.
Thank you.
And I'll take the bag of holding unless somebody has an issue with this.
Go for it.
No, it's fine.
And there's still this potion of greater healing in there.
We'll take it with us. We might need it.
All right, I'll take it. And
I'll give you that book as well.
yes, thank you.
Greg was not a big reader, so he just likes to
You
look
mean
at the
Augustus?
pictures.
Oliver Augustus, great book, isn't
Yes. He's had a good look at the pictures, but he didn't really read any of the words.
he? It did have lots of pictures. It's a pretty big book. Got a
Yeah,
lot in it.
yeah, he enjoyed the pictures, but he's done there. He was going to colour some in, but
That's
he's
because
decided
you doodles. Raven's books pulled over the front.
Raven's book of drawing.
All right, well, let's meet the others in the town square. I feel there's some travels plans today. Elethane told me something about it. Elethane, where are you?
Alathane comes. Oh,
Hello, 3.
fucking
Hello,
my push
three.
to talk button. Every time I change it, something bad happens. This time, it's the right button, and it's caused my token to go all the way right.
Lol. You need to get yourself a mouse with lots of buttons on it.
That works
yeah,
usually.
well, I'm on the street right now. I can't really use the mouse. It's rough in the street.
Excuses.
Right. Elethane comes strolling down the street, whistling happily with a mighty crossbow over his shoulder.
You're acquiring.
Ooh, what's this?
Elethane, that looks very nice what you have on your shoulders.
Thank you. A recent purchase.
May it bring luck to your adventures.
Thank you. I hope that will benefit you too if you come along today.
Oh, I have one as well. He actually invokes a heavy crossbow in his hands, but yours looks nicer.
Oh, damn. Wow.
And then it disappears.
Right. I can't compete with that, but I'm happy with it. Anyway, as I hope you all know, we're headed back to the Deadwoods today.
I've never been there. What is this?
Oh, it's northwest somewhere.
Just north.
Just north.
It's not actually on the map, right? As far as I can see, it's not written on the map.
It's somewhere there.
Is
You'll see. It's a bunch of dead trees and.
Is it past this cave off the road that leads to the tower, the ruined bell tower?
Oh yeah, it's by the tower. We passed that.
We passed that. Okay. Well, I've never ventured north, so I look forward to it.
We'll show you the way.
I'll stay close.
Is there anything anyone needs before we head off?
Nope.
Nope.
Ready
No.
to go?
Right. Does anyone want one of Dobson's wonderful potions?
God, no.
How many do you have?
I have 5 total, and they. There's a chance that they could heal you.
Has it ever?
Reagan will take one.
Okay, I hand you one.
Thanks.
They have provided many healing type things before.
Plus or minus some side effects. Yes. Is that the one that turned you into this large bug?
It turned me into bug. It turned me invisible. It turned bronze sticky.
Yeah, but bronze turns sticky quite a lot. I won't worry too much about it.
So far, nothing bad has happened. So if ever you're not in too much danger and you think it might be useful, I would just go ahead and chug it and see what happens.
Well, let's see. I'll try a few unknown things lately, and I have this scar to thank me through my curiosity. So I will take it easy.
Reagan's eyes light up when scars are mentioned. You want to share scars?
Yeah, why not tonight at the tavern? When we're back. Yeah.
All right. a date.
I guess curiosity killed the cat. Right, shall we head out then?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. Okay. Finally. I mean, good.
Hey,
all right.
you wanted me to make purchases in game.
Do whatever. This is what D&D is about, isn't it? All right. So you guys are going to head north, and I think you've all been north at least once now.
I haven't.
So you head out. What? All right. Whatever. So you head out past.
I'm not metagaming, all right?
Yeah, all right. Okay. So you head out past Staker's farm, waving to Mr. Staker on the way past, and head out north across the plains.
How's the swan? Sorry, couldn't resist.
Let's move you. We've got the map somewhere. There's the map. So many
Jeremy
maps.
the Swan.
So many maps. So little time. There we go. It's up north of Staker Farm. Kraken. Ooh, get rid of that. All right, so you head up, you head north past Staker's Farm and head down into the valley below. You walk for another half a day or so, pushing on at a fairly merry pace. You know, it's not as rainy as it has been over the last few weeks, but it's certainly still quite grey and overcast. But you keep pushing on. You walk past the I don't need that. Oh well, it's gonna come to this. You walk past the cave where you Graven mentions that you fought some. I'm just going to get it up. Fought some poachers. Carry on past the ruined bell tower. As you hit the ruined bell tower, you carry on moving north, and after not too long, find yourselves coming up to a clearing, and you can see north there are some more woods. You know that's the kind of direction you need to keep going in. Are you just going to carry on?
Yeah. I'll mention to the party, last time we were here, we encountered a ghost, and somehow it aged us by looking at us.
I believe it was a wraith that we encountered here. The ghost was further north.
Yeah, this
which was the
thing
one that
here,
made
it
us
was-
old?
The ghost, but that was further. That was in the
right.
woods.
Okay, well, when we get to the woods, then I was just going to say, try not to look at the ghost, because when I looked at it last time, it scared the crap out of me and aged me 20 years.
Just by looking at it.
They never make you younger, do they, these creatures?
No. So, you're warned.
You should welcome 3 years sooner to be Kellenborg.
While we're on the topic of warnings, maybe don't try to get too close to it, because its punch is quite damaging,
That's good to know as well.
and it can possess you.
The very same ghost that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Did it possess us last time? I think it did, didn't it?
Yeah, it
something
went
else?
into you, and then Bron,
Yeah.
and then you again, and then me.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But
Like
I don't know how it did that. It just did it.
But basically, just kill it as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
It was
Solid
in
plan.
you like a succubus.
Something like that.
Did you kill it in the end?
Not quite.
Yes.
Okay, then that's...
Barely.
Is there a way to tell these ghosts from regular ghosts or wraiths? Or are they all like this?
No idea. This is the first one I've ever seen.
May I look into my book and do a nature check to see if I know about these ghosts?
Sure. I'm not entirely sure the book has a huge amount on ghosts.
So,
But you can certainly have a look through. Roll a nature check.
18.
So you do find a small clipping in the back of the book, but it doesn't give a huge amount on ghosts. But it does say, it does talk through how ghosts are often the spirits of deceased sentient creatures, often found in the natural world. They can be found. It can either be an animal, plant, or a magical beast, and you often to be avoided whilst looking for nature's wonders. It says, and then it goes on to talk more about the lesser known ghost trees of Azeroth, which you're less interested in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which have
Well,
nothing really to do with ghosts at all.
okay.
They're just called ghost trees. And he does explain why, but it's not very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So basically, ghosts are people who died.
It's a good job we got this book, isn't it?
Yes. Very useful.
Good deducing. Shall we head on
I
onwards?
so presume you were having this conversation as you were walking
Yeah.
through the woods.
Yes.
As you continue
Stealthily.
as you continue through the woods, they start to you start to see the sort of more natural fauna starts to decay and starts to get more encroaching overhead. You see parts of the sky start to get a bit blocked out, and the trees start to get more dead and grotesque looking. And eventually, you find yourselves
I remember this place.
That's very dark.
you see the trees are now, as you've pushed further and further forward, the trees are now completely dead and decaying. There's no sign of any natural alive plant life. There's lots of, sort of fungus and moss and debris. You can see that there's a small track that sort of leads through the forests. And for those of you that have been here before, you remember this is where you encountered the ghost.
Well, so far it is pretty much on par with my expectations. Dead woods and all.
A perception check, see if there's any signs of ghosts or.
Yep, can do.
I would like to as well.
Me too.
Yeah, that's
I'll
new.
do this. I can't hear nothing.
Oh, that's very useful.
Okay, so you guys will sort of have a look around, and Three's not got any time for looking around. He just channels Kalimvor and has a look through his eyes for any undead. Not managing to detect any in the local vicinity. It seems to be, whilst you can hear the sort of sounds of the forest, and there are many more sounds than you would expect in a regular forest. You don't, however, hear any. You don't detect any undead within the local vicinity.
We should proceed.
Cautiously.
Indeed.
Yeah. Can we hear anything? Are
Well.
there any kind of? Is it deadly quiet or is it?
No, you can. Apart from the music, you can hear pretty much everything. So, like you can hear, there are sort of like walls, and you can hear strange noises, but nothing too. It's all quite nondescript and far away.
Okay, cool. We'll
Certainly seems to be
make our
coming
way.
from further into the forest. You feel like you're only just on the outskirts of the woods.
We'll make our
Oh,
way.
and for, there was a sign here last time. The sign is still here. The sign still reads, "The Dead Woods. Enter at own risk."
Okay.
That's over there.
I will stealth.
Okay, so you're gonna carry on into the woods, but much quieter and slower now. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Are we all to do this?
Suppose we better all stealth if.
I think that would be wise. I could also go ahead if you want me to scout.
What is
two
your
natural
rule?
ones in a row.
Ooh,
Nice.
Graham, what is your rule for group stealth? Is it like as long as enough succeed, or how do you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a roll for that.
I got 15.
Cool.
That is amazing stealth overall.
Well, mine is at disadvantage because of my armor, so it would be a 13.
Yeah.
So you're making a group stealth ability check.
Okay.
Okay, well, that seems to have gone well.
Nice. Yeah.
And you're going to push through a slow pace now.
Yeah. 3 keeps his ears open for any suspicious noises,
Mm-hmm.
anything out of the ordinary.
What
Okay.
is Elathane doing?
Sorry, it's my stupid push to talk button.
Okay.
It keeps going right.
Yeah. And I keep my eyes open.
Speaking of keeping ears open,
Can everyone just stop
I
moving
would
their
like
table
to.
for a second? Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Right, Carol.
Okay. Slash
I'd like-
add 3 monsters. No, sorry.
I'd like to have my bat, which I've been hiding in my backpack. I'd like to have him listen if he hears anything.
Okay. So let's give you a bat.
New token. New token.
Right. Is your bat? Is it an arcane thing or is it a real life thing?
It's an arcane thing, so it's actually a celestial, but it has the normal stats of that.
Right. And if it dies, does it just come? You can just recast and bring it back, or?
Yeah, I'd have to recast the spell.
Okay. All right. So you guys carry on, walking further, nice and slow into the dead woods. And you keep pushing forward. You hear lots of strange noises. You notice that not too far into the wood, the track that you were following kind of disappears and turns into more fauna and moss and sort of general horrible debris. Every now and then you sort of have a look at the floor and decide it's probably not best to have too close a look. You're not too sure what you're walking on. It's definitely quite gross.
Any signs of tracks left by previous inhabitants recently?
You can certainly roll a survival check. Try and.
I'd love to do the 2 if I can.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see that there certainly were tracks on the main path, but as you push further into the woods, and you sort of walk nice and slowly for another couple of hours, you're getting quite far into the deep woods. Although if you were to run backwards, you'd obviously cover the ground a lot quicker. You find as you walk on this ground, though, it starts to get a little more difficult. And as you push further forward, you hear some sort of like up ahead. You hear some kind of like tearing noises and sort of like noises up ahead. And as you sort of push just a little bit further up, you see ahead of you sort of 5 grotesque-looking beings up ahead in the forest. They seem to be pulling apart something else that's on the floor that you can't quite see.
Elathane will head a bit closer.
In front of you, by the way, here is a flower that looks like this.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
It should be on Roll20.
Appeared now, yeah.
Can I do a nature check on that flower? Or is
Certainly.
that all I'm going to learn?
You can do a nature check.
13.
Are you getting the book out?
Yes.
All right. Okay, if you're going to get the book out, I'm going to need you to roll a stealth check.
To get the
And
book out.
I'm going to need you one. Yeah, it's a big book. You got to run. Get it out of your backpack. Presumably.
Okay, well, if it's complicated like that, I'll probably just not. I'll just try and take a look and try and see if I know those.
Okay, so you do notice it to be you know what it says in the text there. So
Yeah.
you can see that it's a bioluminescent yellow flower.
Okay.
And that you've heard of this to be the yellow spotted diamantritis. And
Okay.
having never seen this before, you assume it only grows in the deadwood.
I whisper to the others and say, "Do ghosts eat flesh?"
Right. So Elephane, as you push a little bit further forward, you can see that these things haven't seemed to have noticed the party yet, but seem to be certainly chowing down on what you can just about make out to be it used to be some sort of humanoid being that is now mostly blood and flesh and disgusto.
Can I tell what those 3 creatures are?
Sure. Roll an Arcana check. What'd you roll?
11.
Okay. So you can see that there are 2 distinct types of creatures up ahead. You recognise one of them to be ghouls and the other to be ghasts. The ghasts seem much larger than the ghouls, and you know that you would know that ghouls are often created on the death of a man or woman who savoured the taste of flesh of people. And they're things that eat humans and are generally emaciated, and they've got putrid grey skin, and their teeth are often worn away into fangs. They have long lashing tongues. The ghasts, which look similar but are got much larger sort of top body, and generally known to be much more cunning and deadly than their ghastly friends. Friends.
So the 2 are deadlier than
Yes.
the 3. Okay.
I
pass. Go ahead.
I was just saying, do I recognise them at all from my...
Yeah, you probably would as well. Yeah, roll an Arcana check.
Oh, damn.
All right, so yeah, you from where you're standing, you recognise them as, and you would know that definitely the ghasts are much more feral, much more cunning and deadly than the ghasts. You would know that the ghasts, the larger ones, they are often things that you don't want to be too close to, as they exude a poisonous effect that you don't want to stand too close to.
Okay.
I pass the message on number 3, and I ask him if non-magical weapons do anything against them. Considering he's a priest of Kellenbor, I would hope he would know such things.
Yeah, you would know that they're generally hurt by most things. But like I say, they are the sort of, especially the ghouls, they are almost turned humans, so they're still made of humanoid bodies. And the ghasts, whilst mutated and grotesque, they still resemble a humanoid creature.
Cloud whispers.
So when he whispers to me, I'll say, I can't remember which one it is. The ghasts. The 2.
Yeah, the 2 of the ghasts. Yeah.
Yeah, emit a gas and best taken from range.
All right. Are we gonna attack these things, or are we passing by? I whisper.
We are destroying them, of course.
Very well. Then let's do this.
Can we all see them from here?
Yeah. They haven't noticed you yet, but you get the impression if you moved much further out from where you were, that you might disturb their feast.
Okay. I'll whisper to the others. Do we all have something we can do from this range, or do we need to get closer?
I can certainly attack from this distance.
I can fire a bow from here.
I have nothing, brothers, but I'm sure they will come to us. And you can see,
Right.
the very rare occasions, 3 actually has a large grin on his face.
All right. So I reckon we attack them from here, and then when they get closer,
I
then
didn't
we'll,
see. What did you mean? From where?
from where we are. Sorry,
Ah, okay.
Just from
From
the
our current
general direction.
position.
Okay.
Reagan would be happy to stand out in the open and scream at them, and you flank round if that's a plan.
Let's attack. My fingers are itchy.
I agree.
Could I open fire? Because that would be useful for sneak attack. I mean, I would like to have the drop on them.
So they certainly don't seem to have noticed you at the moment. They're kind of chowing down food, although food does seem to be diminishing the longer you have this conversation.
Go for the ghasts.
I whisper, I can hit them all at once.
Okay, let's do it on the count of 3, and Elathine lifts 3 fingers and slowly counts down 3, 2. I mean 1, 2, 3,
All right, go
Okay.
for it.
and then I guess we all do what we plan to do.
So is that, do we have to roll or for initiative, I mean, or can we actually do?
Well, you
an
get a
attack.
turn.
Okay. So
That's a lot of dice. All right, Elephant. Okay, so yeah, which one are you attacking?
The left
This one.
long tongue guy, yeah.
Okay, yep, that's a hit. That
That's
does
10 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah, sneak attack, sorry. Yeah, 12 damage.
All right.
and I do shatter. So it hits a 10-foot radius sphere, and I put it straight in the middle.
Cool. Can you click it?
Yes.
I'll read it. Shut
I clicked it. Nothing happened.
Oh.
Maybe I need to reopen my character sheet. Oh, right. I have to pick a level. So level 3, of course. Why didn't it do anything? Sorry.
Is it because you closed your character sheet?
Yeah, I guess so. Just a moment. I'm reopening it. Okay. And it's still not doing anything. I don't get it.
Don't know. Is it? Do you have to pick your level again?
Yeah, I did though. Maybe there's a bug.
Where's your character sheet?
Let me see if I can do it as an attack. Okay, I can maybe do it as an attack.
Level.
Okay, it worked this time.
Oh, okay. There you go.
All slots expended, what?
So it's a what by what square? 10-foot radius would mean. Does that mean
10 feet from where you cast it, right?
no? Yeah, but does that mean
It's a 20-foot diameter and 10 feet from the center.
so? It's like this basically.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, so good. That's what I do. And they have to roll a DC saving throw.
They have to roll a DC saving throw.
They all do, yeah.
Strength.
It's strength, yes.
And what's half of 1?
No, it's 20 thunder damage. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I have to reread this because I don't know why it's giving me all these different things. But I think it's 25, and it's going to be divided by 2 if they fail it. If they succeed it. Wow. It's both a crit and...
One of them makes it, but the rest all fail.
yeah. So it is... I'll tell you exactly, but the damage is 48, which I think is what it rolled. Oh, so it's the 20. It's just the 20. Okay. So they all get 20, one gets 10.
Oh, I see. The 5 is just at higher level.
Yeah, but I think that's a mistake because the 20 is counting 48, which is what it's supposed to do. So
Fair.
all good, Graham?
Is he still there? Has he gone?
We can't hear you, Graham. Oh yeah, let me do my cool thingy. Oh no, I can't. I didn't do one for
Middle of the field, and I've got a bear internet connection than Graham.
that.
Graham, you be our GM.
Oh, he said internet's died. Be right back.
Stuff.
Let's just roll for
I don't have Roll20, and I see nothing of what you're doing.
Why are you in a field?
I chose today to run to work, so I've got to limp back from work. Also, I didn't make it into this session, so yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm waiting for the message on this.
Yeah, he said his internet died and...
Saying, my internet has gone down.
Wow, your internet is super slow, Bron. Is everybody else here, though? We can all hear each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be.
Good.
You guys can roll. No, we can't hear you.
Not yet. No.
Y'all can roll initiative
Yeah.
already.
Apparently my internet's still shit. Who knew?
That's good.
Right. Okay. So one of them passed that. I think the other lot failed.
Yeah, so they all get 20 besides the one that passed that gets 10.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, you cast.
And it is correct that we just got an extra action, right? Not like a set of, not an extra turn.
No, we got a full turn.
We got a
It's
full turn.
surprise round. It's a
It is
surprise.
currently your turn. Yes.
Ah, then I would have also hexed if I had understood that correctly. One of them.
It's a surprise round, basically.
Okay. So can
Oh,
I
yeah.
can I actually hex one of those?
I don't know. Can you?
Well, I would like to. But what I mean is that I didn't know it was. I thought we just have an action. So if I knew, then I
No,
would have.
it's a surprise round.
Yeah. So I would have first hex one of them, so they get a bit more damage.
Okay.
Most likely this one.
How much more damage does it do then?
It does. I just have to roll that. This, an extra 4. Why is it giving me this spell slot all expended thing?
No. Okay.
I just want to roll to hide. I've moved Reagan up behind that tree.
Okay. All right. Okay. 3. What are you up to?
I'm going to cast less on I can't see Drifting Cloud, Graven, and myself.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Tar very much.
Power up.
Can I fire my bow?
Yeah. If 3's done.
I am done. Yeah,
You
that
done?
was me.
Okay, cool.
All done.
Of these two ghasts, which one looks more injured?
Yeah, this one's the one that's been wailed on.
Right, okay. I will fire at him then. With my bow.
Okay. That's a hitter.
So I think you activated this spell slots left and arrows left for everyone.
I turned on the ammo tracking, yeah. So you need to set it up. But I thought you had to add it on your character sheet for it to be a thing. That hits, does 8 damage.
Okay, I will fire again at it. My second shot.
That hits as well.
4
4
piercing
damage.
damage.
All right.
Okay.
So where are the spell slots located then on the sheet? Anyway.
It's on.
It's on the spells page, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where it says slots total and slots remaining.
Yeah, my problem is it's per level that you have slots, but for Warlock it's total, so it doesn't really work for me.
Is there a setting in if you click the cog?
It's okay, I'll figure out later. I don't want to slow down the game.
All right. At this point, I want you all to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Now remind me, we click on the token and then click initiative down.
Yep.
The dice hate me today.
Oh, I'm back. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Fucking internet. Reagan, man. It's been fine. Right, okay. So everyone roll initiative?
Think so?
Fun.
Yep.
Done, I think.
All right, then Elathane, you're up.
Right. Do I feel hidden?
Pretty much.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at the weakened one.
Bloody hell.
I love
That's
it when
it.
it's both.
And that is a lot of damage. Okay, so it's 5 plus 8 is 13.
You've killed him.
Plus 14. Right.
How much total
Can I-
damage was it?
That was 27 total.
Cool.
Can
He
his,
did.
Wow.
Nice.
can his brains just be all over the forest ground?
Taking his head off.
Sorry.
Can his brains just be splattered all over the
They
forest
certainly
ground?
seem to be. Yep. Yeah,
Awesome.
it took a massive arrow to the face then.
Elathane kisses his new crossbow and attempts to hide again.
Okay. All right. Yep, roll a stealth check.
The turn order is gone, by the way.
It is.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Graven, you're up.
All right, I will fire at the other one.
Okay.
And
Doesn't manage to hit.
I am blessed as well, though. Does that,
Oh, okay. You roll a d4. That doesn't manage to hit.
okay, I'll take my second shot at the same one then.
Okay.
Pew!
This time
That's
you
a
do
hit.
hit.
Okay. 7. Piercing
So that hits, yeah.
Okay. That's me done.
All right. Okay. Too many buttons, not enough time. 7. Okay, great. At which point one of the first ghasts start streaming towards you, streaming towards Cloud. I can't trick in the way. So that. Like, with like long tongue hanging out. It looks sort of big old claws running towards you. It's a scary sight. It's got like almost like a loincloth basically covering it, you know. But other than that, it's got big talony claw things that are like covered in blood from where it's obviously been pulling at this thing on the floor. It's got this big pink tongue. It's almost like a foot long. It's like lolling about with his big teeth, bald head, big old claws for feet. It's running, it's like streaming straight at you. And it's your turn.
Then I will, as my bonus action, I will switch the hex to that ghast.
Okay.
And then I will Eldritch Blast this guy. Let's see. Does that hit?
15 hits, yeah.
Okay, so the damage is below 9 plus 3, so that's 12. And
Alright.
I have a second Eldritch Blast coming his way. Oh, crit! So
Yeah, that hits too.
that's a 9.
9 total. Is that time you haven't rolled your dice twice?
It did it automatically. Well, the plus 2 crit, you see, it says 5 plus 2 plus 2.
Alright.
And then I'm going to move away from this thing, since that's what I've been recommended.
Do you get 2 Eldritch Blasts at level 4?
I do.
That was level 5.
I am level 5.
Oh, what?
I got that free level up.
He plays a lot as well.
I do. So I'm double...
Free level up?
Because, yeah, you'll get... Well, it's after 3 months. He'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
I've
The
been playing.
recommend a friend scheme.
Ooh.
Okay, that's 30, and I'm gonna move. I'm gonna use my feline agility to move another 30. But actually, then it's gonna attack the other guys, isn't it? I'm actually gonna stay here. Make sure 3 is not hurt. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Alright, and 3, you're up.
So I didn't use my agility in yet.
Okay.
I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
at this one.
Spiritual weapon. That's a hit.
5 damage.
Alright.
And I've really got to. I do actually have to get a weapon. And that's it. I can't do much else.
Okay.
Well, I'll take the dodge action.
Okay. Right, and 2 more of these things come streaming towards you guys. These things are almost as horrible as the ghast, except more so. They're not as big and tall, but they're like, they look much more humanoid, which makes them even more freakish. Except their eyes are just complete empty blue color. Again, they got long fingers, and their mouths are completely dripping in blood from this thing that they've been eating on the floor, completely covered in it. And then Reagan, it's your turn.
Okay, Reagan will rush out and attack this one.
Okay.
He's going to rage. And use Sue.
If only.
Heard that through somebody else's speaker first.
That's a 12 plus 5 slashing.
Right, so you do 17 points of damage.
Yep.
Right. No, hang on.
No, he wouldn't get the extra damage, would it?
Do you get the crit? You're not rolling with advantage, presumably.
No.
No, it's just the 12.
So that's
He
12
is.
points.
He's raging, isn't he? Doesn't that give advantage?
Just adds 2 to the damage, but it's already done that for me, I think.
Oh, right.
Yep.
That reckless attack is the advantage.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you like run out and you just like put clean Sue straight through its head. These minus 12 points, cutting off a good portion of its head.
And I'm going to frenzy, which gives me another attack, so I'll do the same again.
All right. feel like this should be your theme tune.
That's 9.
All right, this time you like don't manage to hit. It sort of like pulls away at you, but you don't manage to get it.
That's me done.
Alrighty. Okay. At which point you see the other one come streaming up towards you. And then it's Elephane.
Right. Very carefully, Elephane will put down his crossbow and draw his sword and run up to Reagan to help him.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a hit.
And that's 11 damage.
All right. Roll20 really needs to implement adding up and equaling things. Anyway. Right. Yep. Cool. You want to do anything else?
Nope. That's me done.
Okay. And Graven, you're up.
Okay, I step out to here. Fire again at this one.
Okay.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's a hit.
9 for the first one.
All right. Yeah.
And then another one. Come on.
This time, not managing to fire straight over his shoulder.
D4.
Even with
It won't help,
less.
unfortunately.
No, it won't help.
Okay.
Okay. All right. In that case, I will put my bow away
Okay.
as my free action, and I've got some movement left, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'll start running up this way. To there.
Okay.
That's me done.
All right. At which point, this ghast comes running straight up towards you.
Come on in.
I don't get an attack of opportunity by any chance.
Not with the spiritual weapon, no.
All right, worth a try.
We've had that question a few times now. I know the answer. At which point, this thing tries to like swipe its claws into you,
Ooh, wow.
getting its claws into you and doing 11 points of slashing damage. At which point, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
You get a D4 for that too.
Okay, cool. 17.
That'll
plus-
do it.
Not that you need it.
So sorry, how
Alright.
much damage did I take? 11.
11 points of slashing damage. Yeah.
Ah, bastard. Okay.
I like the text for crossbow there. That's smart.
He's gonna pay for that.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Yeah. At which point, it is Cloud's turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do another Eldritch Blast on this one. Let's do
This
this.
one.
The Ghast, yeah.
Yeah. 13 hits.
All right, so that's 10.
10 damage. All right. Here, straight into the side of this thing.
Still alive?
It is still alive.
Then I shoot my other Eldritch Blast, my second one. And 9, I guess doesn't hit.
No, but you do have bless.
I do. 10.
You not hit.
All right. As my bonus action, however, I will do Maddening Hex. Do you want to know what that is?
Yes, please.
So he basically gets another 4 psychic damage.
Now. Or when you hit
Now.
it?
No, now.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I will move here. It's my turn. Oh, wait. Almost forgot.
Most important part.
Yes.
All right, and 3, you're up.
Okay, my spiritual weapon swings into the back of this creature.
Striking into the back of it
Doing 12 force damage.
and like lopping its head off straight, and Graven like bats it away with his sword. And it did.
And just check the range. 40 feet. I will move 1, 2, 10 feet closer, and I will throw a ball of flame at this one.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if it is. Oh, I don't. But
It does hit
watch the beard.
and does 6 points of damage. All right. What does produce flame do? Just out of interest.
It produces a ball of flame in my hand, which I can do various things with, and I can just throw it.
I'm very used to it. Okay, yeah, all right, cool. All right, okay. At which point, the one in front of Reagan and tries to claw him with his claws, managing to catch through, and does 9 slashing damage. And I'd like you also roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. This
Okay,
is like
so
my 4th one.
you are now unfortunately paralyzed.
For a turn? Oh, 1 minute.
You are currently paralyzed.
Wow, it's for a minute.
And then this other one runs up to Elathane and tries to claw at you as well. Oh, fortunately not quite that much. And also, you take 5 slashing damage, and I'd like you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. Got scared there for a second.
All right, so you do not manage to someone's got 6. All right, you do not manage to fall unconscious, and then Reagan, not being able to do a lot else, you can repeat your Constitution saving throw to see if you regain consciousness, but that will be at the end of your turn.
Okay, I'll do that then. Yay.
All right, so you wake up and you see this thing still bearing down on you. Can't do a lot else. It's taking all your energy to wake up. At which point you see the other one next to you and tries to bite down on you. Not managing to bite into you, but you see its horrible, grotesque, bloodied face all in your face, and it's quite scary to be honest. Then you're up.
Alrighty. Elathane will disengage because fuck this. And then he will run to the others. And then cast this.
Ooh, I have resistance to slashing.
You do?
Because you're raging.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that half the damage?
Yes. What are you up to, Alvin?
Does that hit that spell?
What are you doing? I aim at this one. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the damage.
Okay.
And then I guess I move closer again.
Okay. Can you move that far?
I have 35 feet of movement.
Which was to there.
Oh, right, that is quite far. Yeah, I'll stay by the tree stump then.
Does your chill touch have some extra effects? Because I'm reading the description. It says something about affecting undead characters.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go back in. It gives them disadvantage on attacking me, but yeah, I can't get close enough to draw some fire. So yeah, that's me done.
Okay, and Graven, you're up.
All right. Like I'm leaping through the trees. Can I get to here? From where I was?
Where were you?
It's 30 feet, but it's whether...
So you can't move through his space.
No, but under it, no?
Around it, I mean.
So you'd have to do that? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And I swing my sword at this one.
Okay.
My first attack with advantage, because he's...
Sure is.
Cool.
That hits.
All right.
I just realized I could have attacked and then disengaged. I'm an idiot.
Never mind.
Live and learn.
All right.
12 points of damage.
Okay, yes, you like take a big slice of like chunk out the back of this thing and it like roars out. But not managing to strike it down.
No worries, I will attack it again. Take my second swing.
All right.
Which one are you attacking?
The one in the middle.
Okay. So
That's a hit, yep. And describe how you kill it.
Oh, I just lop his block off again.
This block off.
With
Solid
one
plan.
smooth sweep. His head goes flying off into the hedges.
Cool.
And then I spin around and quickly bash this guy with my shield. Attempting to knock him backward.
Solid plan. That'll do it.
Okay, I knock him back 10 foot.
10
I think it's 10. Whatever a normal shove is.
A normal shot is
I think it's 10 now.
5 feet.
Oh,
Hang on, is it?
Knock it prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
What does Shield Master say? Hang on.
Try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield.
No, that's the range. You need to be within 5 feet of me.
But if it's shove, that's the mechanic, right? So you can shove it 5 feet away from you.
Oh, okay. Thought it was 10, but no, that's fine. 5 is good.
My DM screen says it's 5 feet.
can you choose the direction you push it in to push him in, or it's only away?
It's only away, I think. I don't know if you're allowed to choose which direction.
I guess no.
I think it was 10 then.
I don't know, but it's only 5. It says it in the book. I checked. It doesn't say it's plus strength or anything. It just says if you win the contest, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, alright.
On mine, it says if you roll disadvantage, you can push it to a different space within your reach. So I guess rather than just straight backwards.
Oh yeah. Take disadvantage on your ability check to move target 5 feet to a different space within your reach.
Oh, no, I didn't know that one. No, that's fine. 5 feet back is fine. Just
All right.
move it out of the way.
Okay.
Good for pushing off cliffs or something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, then Cloudy McCloudface, you're up.
I'm gonna use feline agility to move here, and I will hex the one between me and Reagan as my bonus action, and then I will attack it with my glaive. Actually, it just does more damage. Question, glaive has reach, so I could actually attack from where I am now, but would that still give me advantage from flanking? I would assume so, but...
Sorry?
Do I still get advantage flanking like this with a bit of extra space?
You have to be next to it.
Alright, okay, then I will. And I'm glaving him.
Okay.
And he's hexed, so that does... Does that hit?
No.
Let me do my
You
bless.
are still blessed.
Does that hit
And that
now?
hits. Yeah, that
Excellent. So then it is 10.
All right, so you kill it.
Nice. Then
Swiftly with your song.
I have a second attack, so I'm going to attack the other one because I can reach it. Ho ho.
Okay.
That's still my glaive, but this time he's not hexed. That hits. And 12 damage.
That hits and kills it.
Nice.
And they all dead. You no longer in initiative.
Cool.
Sweet. Well done, friends.
Can I recover my arrows?
Some of them.
Look, I found the crossbow. I'll take it.
All right.
No,
That's good.
I'm just
Probably
kidding.
about half. You fired a few off into the
Yeah, I think
forest.
it usually is half, isn't it?
Reagan's currently
Okay.
exhaustion level 1 for frenzying.
So I'm up to 17.
Okay.
arrows Again, then.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
Cool.
I check the bodies a bit to see if there's any loot, but
No, they're just fairly horrible beings,
Yeah.
covered in what seems like years worth of like horribleness and gunk, and they're not nice to touch. They don't smell good at all.
yeah, I actually think Cloud gives up halfway through.
Can we
What about
inspect the
the,
body they were eating?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Sure.
Let's check that body. Who is this fella?
All right. So as you walk up to this, you can see that it was once a body that belonged to somebody, but you would have no way of telling. Large chunks of this thing has been ripped off, and there's sort of like a big pool of blood beneath it. It's kind of all of its clothes and everything have been in tatters, like they've just been ripped through to get at the body below. You can see there are a few coins and things scattered around the body, but they seem to have been of no interest to these horrible beings. They seem to be only interested in the flesh of the bodies.
Is there any sign of where they've dragged this body from, or a battle where they've...
No, there doesn't seem to
Kill.
be. It almost seems to be like they've just sort of like dragged it in and eaten it. Maybe it doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to come across as an adventurer or anything. It seems to be some, the what tatters you can see of the clothes are fairly plain. You think maybe it's a merchant who got lost, or somebody walking somewhere they probably shouldn't have been, and have been attacked upon by these ghouls.
A reminder of what would become of us if such was our fate. Let's grab the coins.
well, we're not alone.
We're not what?
We're not alone. We should be fine.
Yes.
So no signs of who this person was, which is a shame. We can't get a message to their loved ones.
Yes, indeed.
They certainly, there doesn't seem to be any kind of distinct. They don't seem to have, there's no pack or backpack or anything.
Are we aware of any missing merchants from previous adventures?
Merchants, yes. Well, actually, I wouldn't know. Click would know. I wouldn't. Well, I am a merchant. Maybe I could recognize the clothes. Does it belong to a certain guild?
So the clothes are kind of like just ripped to shreds. You can't really tell they were anything specific before they were ripped through to get to the juicy human flesh beneath.
Okay.
Can I inspect these mushrooms? Are they mushrooms?
Yes, they do seem to be mushrooms. You'll have to bear with me a moment because I have that written down somewhere, but I can't remember where.
In the meantime, I tell 3. 3, perhaps you would like to speak some final words for this merchant's afterlife. Oh, wait, he's not here.
I thought he came back. He moved his token a second ago. It's gone again.
Let's assume he did. Do I find any coins, by the way?
Yeah, you find sort of a few copper pieces, a few silver pieces, a couple of each, 2 of each.
Okay.
But nothing particular.
I'll tell you the loot for everyone, if that's still okay.
Mm-hmm. Are there any tracks indicating which direction these ghouls came from?
No, this kind of seemed to have been in a bit of a frenzy around this body. There doesn't
Right.
seem to be. You can certainly roll a nature check, see if you can see anything.
Could I do a perception as well? Because it looks like there's a road heading from northwest to east. Can I see a road anywhere? A path, maybe?
Northwest to east.
You know, like top of the map to
Yeah.
to
To here.
yeah, and then it goes
Oh, I
down
see,
to the
yeah.
right. Is that a path?
So before I answer that question, Reagan, how are you inspecting those mushrooms? What are you up to?
So I think he would perhaps get down on his hands and knees and perhaps pick one and
Okay, so as
and
you
if he's familiar with previous mushrooms.
as you pick up one of these mushrooms, you disturb the patch, and they kind of like puff out a set of what seem to be spores, like basically straight into your face. I'm going to need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. I have something called Danger Sense. I don't know if this could help me. To gain an uncanny sense. Can I put that on the screen for you? No. You gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that you can see, such as traps and spells. Would that help me in there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Crap. 8.
Okay. All right. So as these things like splatter into your face, you find that the spores like get in your eyes and in your throats, and you splutter and cough, and you find that you can't see through the spores. You have to keep your eyes closed for a short period of time. You kind of like flailing around.
Guys, I can't see.
What happened?
These damn mushrooms sprayed me in the eyes.
Would you like a potion of restoration?
I think that's a good idea.
I hand him one of Dobson's potions.
Okay.
Do I pour it in my eyes?
You do pour it in your eyes, or were you asking someone?
No, should I? Yeah, I was asking.
Yeah, sure.
Reagan proceeds to pour it and rub it in his eyes, try and
Okay.
clear the spores out.
All right, so you do pour it in your eyes, and you don't particularly drink any, but it does seem to wash the spores out of your eyes. And you sort of you squint and look around, and you see your vision, whilst blurry, sort of starts to come back to you. It's still quite irritated and itchy, but you can definitely see it again.
Hey, it worked.
Alathane looks a bit disappointed. Yeah, great.
And you would now know that these are what you would call puffball mushrooms.
Of course they are. I read in my book.
Interesting.
I would like to take that book out and inspect these mushrooms, glowing mushrooms.
Sorry, what are you doing? These ones?
Yes.
Flowers?
Oh, sorry, the flowers, yes.
Oh, flowers. The flowers. Okay, so yes, you find a fairly extensive page on the yellow spotted Diamantritus. It's actually stored under the section named Poisonous and Deathly Flowers. And then in brackets, Fun.
Fun?
Fun.
Okay.
And you see that it reads that ingestion of this fungus will cause the ingester to make a save, or to be poisoned and violently ill for an extended period of time. And then it goes on to say, however, burning this fungus has had an amusing effect on some of our researchers. It has been known to provide intoxicating effects to all those who breathe the fumes. And anyone under the effects of this fungus's smoke seem to be much more friendly to those around.
Right, that's it. Elathane is cutting some of them off and storing them in
Hey,
the
wait,
bag.
you don't know all this yet. This is gonna go in my vape store.
Are you not reading aloud? Okay.
The sleeping effect may aid in any helping if we need to remove anyone's limbs or any kind of medical procedure to save their lives.
Yeah, I will definitely try and pack us some. Yeah. I was like, guys, this sounds like fun. Let's bring some with us. It's probably better than Dobson's potions.
All right,
Don't
so you
touch the
take,
mushrooms.
you take what you think would probably be enough to make two loads of the kind of the brewing. You get the impression from the book that's how much you would need.
2 loads? Oh, so you mean for two
For two
people?
two batches of the kind of the fumey. If you were going to burn it, you have enough for two goes.
Okay. Okay. Very well.
Are we able to have a rest? I'm currently exhausted from frenzying.
Yes, a rest would be more than welcome.
You can certainly try. So you can still hear all of the sort of sounds of the forest. Roll an insight check. Yeah, let's go with that.
Are we still blessed?
I don't know how long that lasts for. Maybe.
Let's scroll up.
I believe Bless is just saving throws and attacks.
So as it gets sort of quieting down a bit since the battle has finished, but you can hear there's still lots of noises in the forest and bits that you can't see. Reagan, you and 3, you get the distinct impression that stopping outside in the dead woods would be not the wisest of decisions. You certainly have encountered many horrific things so far.
Okay, I've got a bad feeling about this. I think we better keep moving.
Very well.
If we find a hut or something, we can rest there. Maybe someone built their house here. Someone mad.
My beard senses is twitching.
What is this guidance?
So by the way, this is some great ASMR zombie sounds. Is this a road?
Yeah, so there seems to be, it's not a road, but there seems to be slightly less growth. And it does seem to be leading slightly northwest. You're right.
There seems to be a route this way as well. Is that right?
Yeah, although they seem to go into more sort of vegetation and stuff. There seems to be almost a slight gap through the trees up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we head northwest?
Proceed that way, shall we?
Very well. Just to mention, Graham, my hex spell lasts 8 hours now.
Okay.
So I'm keeping concentration on it.
Okay.
Oh, shit, nice.
Should we have buried that body, or did I see 3 do some kind of ritual?
That's a very good question.
He wrote something down in a book that he has on a chain round his waist, and then he took out he has these pouches as well. He took out this pouch and this ash that he sprinkled on the corpse. But he also went round to the undead corpses and did the same. But he didn't. He put soot on them, not ash.
Okay. So are they're still there?
Yeah, he doesn't bury dead people. That's not part of his ritual.
But the victim.
Elathane will cast what do you call it? Chill touch on the human corpse a couple times, so that he just decays into basically just earth.
Okay. All right.
so that no one else eats them.
I mean, he was fairly eaten already, but
3. Is there any chance this corpse can rise again as an undead, or are we safe?
That too.
all right. Okay, so you are going to push further into the Deadwoods, following this path of sorts.
Yep.
And head further on. Okay. All right. So
Sorry.
push in. Are you going stealthy again, or?
I think that'd be
Yes,
prudent.
Yeah.
let's do that.
All right. Super stealthy.
Oh
Alright, so
Lord!
you
Wow.
clash and bash your way through the forest.
Singing jolly songs of our adventures.
And after an hour or so, pushing further in, you find yourselves outside what seems to be almost a ruined graveyard with what seems to be a kind of large building on the left-hand side.
Graveyards are never a good
And you sort
place.
of clatter your way out of the forest into the clearing and see this graveyard in front of you. You can see lots of kind of half damaged stones. You can see this building is in a bit of disrepair, but it seems to be mostly intact.
Well, I'll be damned. Someone did build something here. We can probably take shelter here.
Yes, please.
Pardon my ignorance, but aren't graveyards a breathing place for the undead?
Right, you are. I will scout ahead.
Don't you want to send your little creature?
He can. I'll send him to do the east, and I'll do the west by the building.
And don't forget, you just said you'll be damned. Let's hope you did not jinx yourself. What was that?
Probably cars.
Oh, wait.
Elephant stops.
I go to about here, and then I cast. Not cast, but what's it again? This
Channel divinity.
one. No.
Okay, so you again you call on Kalimvor, the wisdom, the sight of to see any undead within 60 feet. So you don't you. All right. Okay. So you do feel the presence of undead, although not directly in front of you. You feel that there is a definite aura coming from this large building here. But you also feel that there are some underneath the surface of the ground. There are some. There seems to be some sort of kind of. You can feel that there is definitely something under there as well. Multiple places in the ground by the gravestones where you detect undead creatures.
To say, beware, the dead here do not rest. And then I point at some of the graves, and also at this large building.
Could you mark the graves?
Just general nondescript graves.
I mean, like, could you tell me which graves? The locations.
Some of many.
Okay.
Would anyone in the group know if this is would there be someone behind this, or is this something that the dead bodies can do by themselves, or are we talking something?
Is it a natural occurrence?
Yeah, or a power that's doing this.
Let me look in my book.
I mean, Reagan's been around the block. I suppose I could do a history check to see if he's ever come across anything like this before.
Yeah.
Undead are an abomination against against all that is good and right in this world. They are not part of nature.
Natural 20 from me.
You get on my. All right, so you get the distinct impression that this was once a kind of a religious building that was definitely built and was, you know, the stonework that, although now ruined and falling to pieces, was once obviously very well crafted and looked after. There's some large ornate iron gates, and there's lots of headstones, and you can see there's sort of some larger ones that again have got some fairly intricate stonework. You know that somebody would have taken a lot of time and care over building this sort of environment. They've definitely been dedicated to some sort of religion, and you get the distinct impression that somebody wouldn't build this in the middle of a dead forest, and so it does look quite old, and maybe it was here long before this forest became infested with whatever dead material is now here.
Friends, may I make a suggestion?
Always.
Aladdin will come back to talk.
Some of us are a bit tired, and perhaps it is wise to observe and see if these creatures will come out of their own, or if they will... I mean, if we are going to wake up these creatures, perhaps it is better if we are rested a little bit.
I see a crypt over to the northeast. Perhaps we could take shelter in there before we head into the main...
I'm only worried that what the 3 describes as creatures lurking under the soil to come out as soon as we enter the grave, but...
should we rest outside?
I meant that we could spend an hour or so observing quietly and see what happens.
Could do. What does everyone think?
If you wish to rest, then I can stand guard. I suffered no wounds.
Yeah, Alathane will head over to the tree northwest and hide there and look out for anything.
Hang on. Are you hiding? All right. It's okay. So as you're sort of deciding whether or not to rest up, you can hear the noises that you heard through the start to get louder and louder till all of a sudden you see it's coming out of the woods to the southwest are 2 ghasts.
Oh.
Ghouls.
Ghouls, yeah. They look like ghouls.
They are.
Well, that answers my question.
And I'd like you to roll initiative, please.
Alrighty.
Keeps disappearing. Oh, that's fine.
Well, the lights flickered and I can't hear anyone now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear us? Hello. Ground control to Reagan Rakes. I don't think he can hear us.
Then again.
We could hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hello. Reagan.
Hello, can you hear
Reagan.
me?
Yes.
Yes.
Reagan, are you there?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you now. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm being known.
Just give me 2. Did that happen to all you guys or just me?
Just
Just
you.
you.
Because the lights flickered here and my wife's just come up. I'm just going to go check fuses and things. Bear with me.
Okay. All right. All right. You guys crack on with that. You don't need them. I'm sure you can dispatch these guys fairly quickly.
Let's hope so.
Graven, you're up.
Okay. Alright, draw my bow and fire at this one here.
Okay. That hits.
3. 4
That's
piercing
4
damage.
piercing damage.
I take my second shot at the same one.
Okay. Hits again. 8 piercing
8.
damage. All right.
Okay, that's be done.
Sorry about that.
Actually, no. I'll put my bow away as my free action.
Okay. And that's all right. No worries. Do you want to roll initiative?
Yep.
Everything all right? No power cuts?
I think it might have just been a power surge.
Oh.
Everything seems fine now.
Channeling your inner demon.
Ugh.
Hard you.
It's
I
fitting.
really know that. All right. At which point, one of these guts, Reagan, swipes it in with his claws.
Ooh, a miss.
Not managing to cut through your. And then Elethane, you're up.
Righto. Yeah, I'll take a shot at the southern one.
Okay. What did you roll?
That is 19 damage.
Hits. 19 damage. Good job.
19 damage and a 22 for attack.
Which one were you hitting? Sorry.
The lower one to the left.
This one here. All right. Yeah, you kill him. He did.
Yeah. Okay. And can I stay here and hide, or should I move?
Sure. You can stay there and hide.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try that.
Do whatever you want. It's D&D. All right then, drifting cloud.
So I hex the remaining ghoul,
Okay.
and then I move. Oh, what's going on? Here. Oops, sorry, I meant here. Not on him. And I attack it with advantage. Oh, nice. So, well, actually, does it hit? Yeah, it hits 19. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's 21.
Kills it.
Awesome.
It did.
All right, forget what I said. Let's try and go inside.
Roll an insight check, everyone.
We can't rest here, can we?
So 3. You get the impression that although you detected undead underneath the ground, they don't seem to be the main problem. The main problem seems to be spending long periods of time outside in the dead woods seems to be attracting more and more undead the longer you sort of stand outside. You seem to be giving off some sort of smell. The living flesh smell seems to be attracting, and Cloud's perfume seems to be attracting the undead. You certainly don't seem to be getting too much of a rest before more turn up.
My good looks and my good smells always attract them all.
Should we get inside and barricade ourselves in?
Well, it depends what's inside, but yes, we could try.
I think we should just prepare as well as we can and then storm in and take the building by force.
But maybe
Certainly.
let's proceed discreetly if we can.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
by force, quietly.
I wonder
We-
if there's an entrance at each end. We could perhaps split up and enter both sides.
It looks like a church. I don't think it has a...
Is there a door here?
So we're going to this one, or the northeast one.
The big one.
This one seems like a much larger building. This seems more like sort of a large gravestone.
Okay. Do we see any doors?
Not from there.
Senor,
But you probably see that there sort of seems to be the entrance would be normally be here.
Yeah.
Reagan, as you go around the back, you don't see anything else particularly. This seems to be the back of a church.
anything? Can your little bird, bat, go behind and
Oh, I guess people are just rushing in.
All right.
Are there any windows I can peek through along the sides?
No, so there are windows, but they seem to be quite high up. But they also seem very dark. Like they're covered in years' worth of dust and grime. They don't seem to be particularly easy to see through, even if you could get up that high.
Any open windows?
No.
Okay.
Am I able to see this now? Over.
I don't know what that is. I think that's just an error in the map.
Looks like a sinkhole.
It does look like a sinkhole. I didn't draw that on there. All right, so as you walk up, in fact, so at this point you can see that there is a large door, and there is an inscription that runs above and below the bottom of the door. Elephane, you can also see around you there's these 6 gravestones here. They all seem to be a little bit different to the rest of the gravestones. They all seem to be depicting a type of being, and they all have what seems to be kind of like a hole where a candle would go in front of them. They seem to be slightly less in ruin than the rest of the 3. You can see that there is an inscription that runs across the door. Find the right thing. Where's that gone? It's very unhelpful. Oh, there it is. You can see the inscription. It over the top reads, "A king has a queen, is served by knights, armed by blacksmiths, hunts for sport, and is fed by farmers." And you can see that continues across the bottom of the door, where it says the king for this mausoleum was completely different. And then it goes on to say, he wasn't born a noble, had to hunt to stay alive, forged his own path, grew his own kingdom, became a king, fought as a true hero, and only once he was satisfied with life did he find a queen to share it with.
Could you put those into the notes? There we go. Thank you.
And you can see there's obviously a large door that this is all over. 2 fairly large doors.
I ask my bat to fly up and look through a window.
Okay. So as I described a minute ago, you can see that the windows are all kind of very black and grimy, and sort of covered in a very thick layer of dust.
Oh, right.
Grime, and seem to be very difficult to see through, if at all.
Can you smash one with an arrow and let the bat in?
Hold up. Can blind sight go through the window, or?
It can see like you could see, so no, I don't think so.
Okay, so it can't like hear through the window.
Bats
maybe
have like sonar, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the description? Probably. Why is that a useful thing? Do you have a description of what it does?
I only have here echolocation. The bat can't use its blind sight while deafened. Keen hearing. The bat has advantage on perception checks while relying on hearing.
Okay, well, roll a perception check for your bat.
Okay, 1 sec. Let me figure out what the modifiers are. Oh, that's terrible.
Okay. So your bat can't detect a lot. It does hear some sort of rumbling going on inside the building through the window, but you can't really work out what it is, hear much else.
Okay.
Did you say these 6 gravestones are different?
Yes, that's right.
Can I have a look at them a bit closer?
Yeah, sure.
Do they have anything written on them?
What perception check? Okay, roll an investigation check, perception as well. You can see that there are statues there. what they are is an investigation check. I was trying to help you out. All right, so you can see that each of these statues seems to be depicting a certain type of person. You can
Would
see
they
that-
be knights, blacksmiths, hunters, and farmers?
certainly could be. And you can see that each statue has kind of a ring around the bottom of the statue, and a kind of a place where where a candle would go.
Okay. Anybody got
So
any
any-
candles?
I was about to ask.
I have a torch.
I have candles.
I think maybe if we put a candle in each one of these, something might happen.
Yes, I would agree. What that might be, though, is another matter. Whether
Yes.
whether it's good or bad.
I think at the time that this was erected, there wasn't anything bad going on. I don't think anything to do with the statues, at the very least, would be
Have a
bad.
conversation. I'm going for a week.
Have we tried opening the door? Do we know whether it's...
We have not.
Because
I
this
think
might
there's-
be a way to open the door if the door's magically sealed or something.
I have this little trick I can do to open doors from a distance. I can make appear a magic hand.
That would be very useful. We could all set up outside to take them on our own ground rather than being cramped inside.
And let's remember that the longer we stay outside, the then more dangerous it becomes.
Worst case scenario, we lure them out and then we run in and locate ourselves.
Yes.
Right. So what you up to?
Okay. I just try with mage hand to open the door just to... Oh, sorry?
Nope, I stop him.
Okay.
Let's decide on a course of action together before we alert these creatures to our presence.
All right.
Shall we?
Can listen at the door first, see if we can
if
hear
the door
anything.
is
with it.
locked or not as well.
I feel like checking if it's locked or not would open the door, which would be noticed.
So you're trying to listen through the
Yeah.
door. That's what you can. Okay, so you put your head up against the door, and you can feel that your head's up against some sort of heavy, large wooden doors, and you can't hear a lot through it. You get the impression the bat probably heard more through the window than through the door.
Well, we need to know if the door is locked or not. And if it is locked, we need to try and unlock it. How
Right.
about we all get ready and I try and open the door with my mage hand. Then if it...
That sounds good.
So you want me to back away and...
Yes.
Oh, you're going to open the door with mage hand.
Prepare yourselves. In other words, prepare an action.
All right.
I'll have my bow
I-
ready in case
I'm going
anything
to
comes up.
switch to Rita instead of Sue.
I try to open the door with mage hand.
Are you just trying to like, open with the handle?
Yes.
Push it open.
Uh,
Hello.
yes. The answer is yes. Can you not hear us anymore?
I think not.
Graham,
Freya, yeah, he's typing in Discord.
no, we can't. We can't hear him, can we?
I can't hear him.
I heard him earlier when he was saying hello, hello.
Because otherwise he's going to keep chatting thinking we hear him.
Yeah, I did phrase that poorly.
Internets. I want a short rest so I can get my spell slots back.
Did Mage Hand not work?
Did what not work?
Mage Hand.
Well, we don't know.
Shall we-
It says,
Oh,
if you
Just
try
Mage
with
Hand.
Mage Hand, and oh, there we go. Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, sorry. If you're just trying to push the door open with Mage Hand, then not a lot happens.
well, it can
we
open
push-
doors if they're unlocked. So you can either push it or pull it.
Use
So
the
you get the
handle.
impression that it's not locked. It's not unlocked.
Okay, good. Should we try the candle then?
I think
Uh,
candle might do it.
Alathane will try to pick the lock with thieves' tools.
Okay. So you don't find that there's any particular lock on this door, but it does seem to be locked, or at least you can't open it by just sort of pushing the doors.
Fair enough. Yeah, candle thing. I'll stay here and keep a lookout. I'll keep my action ready for when anything appears.
Okay. And so you're placing candles in each of the
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So who's doing that?
I guess 3 will do it as he's got the controls.
Okay. All
He
right.
also
So
says a prayer to Kelenvor while he's doing it to bless these dead souls that he's obviously embraced many years ago.
okay, great. Okay, so as you place you place a candle on each of the statues, could you roll a perception check for me, please?
I can.
Just him or everyone?
I perceive things.
Just him, because he's the one putting the candle on. All right, so you put all of the candles on the statues, and nothing particular seems to happen. It gets a bit brighter because you've got a bit more light. It's quite dim here, but other than that, not a lot. But you do notice that each statue has a ring that runs around the circular base of the statue. And in fact, as you sort of push off one of the statues to stand up, because your legs are a bit frail today, you notice that it sort of turns slightly. And in fact, as you it's kind of like you tilt your head and have a slightly better look, and you realize that each of these statues has a line, or like on the main body of the statue that is not currently aligned with the base of the statue.
Okay, so I start gathering back my candles and I point this out to everybody else. Perhaps we need to align these statues.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We can do that, can't we?
Indeed.
We turn each statue so that the line on the statue matches the line on the base.
Okay. All right. So you do so, and you sort of you chunk them all into place. And as you do so, you sort of Alathane, who was keeping watch a second ago, I believe, looks up, and you see clawing their way out of the ground. 3 zombie-looking fellas. In fact, one of the lady. Sort of turn and start shambling their way towards you.
And I fire.
Yep.
What?
Okay. All of the dice.
So that's 21 damage to the lady.
You have to tell me if they hit first. That's how this game works.
Well, it's 20.
Right. Well, that might not hit. I don't know.
Unless it's wearing plate armor and...
They might be not susceptible to your attack, remember?
Oh, fair enough.
It does hit with a 20, however. Does how much damage?
21 damage.
21 damage to this one. All right, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So you see one of her arms just flies off, but she's still standing. Did anybody else ready attacks? I don't think so.
Nope.
No.
All right. At which point I need you all to roll initiative then, please. totally prepared for this. Let me do the zombie man. On there. I'm just trying to remember how Roll20 works. Wait a moment. Why is it not letting me do things? Oh, we still have tunes as well. That's good. Maybe that's why I wouldn't like zombie.
So did the door actually open while this happened, or did it?
Well, you're currently looking at the zombies, presumably.
Okay, but we didn't hear anything basically.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right.
One thing at a time.
All right.
Why can't I cope? Why is this thing not work half the time? So frustrating. Why can I do that but not that? Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't care. Forgive me.
Not making much sense without seeing what you're doing.
I'm just trying to give these things a turn. That's all I'm trying to do. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. Let's do the old-fashioned way. Right. Pop that out. Okay. All right. What do these guys get? Probably not a lot. Let's just roll a dice. Give them all the same thing. 7, 12, 17, 7, 12, 17. This is going to take longer to set up than it is just to do it for now. All right. Okay. All right. At which point the one closest to 3 shambles towards it. Attempts to like swipe it in with a big fist. And slams it into the side of your face. And you take 2 points of bludgeoning. No, 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And then Reagan, you're up.
He'll run forwards, and I will spend a rage point and hit the creature in front of me with my newly equipped Rita.
Okay. Oh, that'll do it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
All right, yeah. So you just like clean through this thing and just like kill it where it stands, and, like chop it in half, and it's dead.
Nice.
Wow, feels like solid damage. It dead.
Well done.
And bonus action, I don't have any currently.
Okay.
So maybe I'll just use some movement to move back slightly again.
Okay. And then Cloud, you're up.
I will, as my bonus action, I will hex this guy.
Okay.
I will pick Constitution as its flaw.
Okay.
Disadvantage. And I will move here to shield 3. And then I will shoot some Eldritch Blasts on this guy.
Okay.
Woo!
Nice with the crits.
Yes, you fire your
19.
Your Eldritch Blast at this thing, and it just sort of like explodes, and you see all 4 limbs fire off in different directions. And it's dead.
And I have a second Eldritch Blast to come, but I want to do this first. Yeah. And second one comes to the second guy. That's a 25.
And again, you just like obliterate this thing, and not stopping to take names or kick ass. You just kill it, and they all dead.
All right, and I turn around and I say, 3, are you all right?
You cut out then. What did I cut out?
I asked 3 if it was all right.
Yes, I'm fine. Just a scratch, thank you.
All right.
At this point, Elithane and Graven, you notice that the statues have rotated back to the position they were in before you moved them. All 6 of them.
Do they still have the candles in?
No, 3 took that out.
Shall I check the door while I'm here? See if it made any effect.
You didn't hear anything happen with the door.
Shall I give it a tug?
But as you give it a tug, it doesn't really move. It still feels quite locked.
Perhaps we need to keep the candles in them when we turn them.
What
Right.
about in order of the inscription above the door? So maybe turn the king first,
That's a good idea.
and then the queen,
Ah, there is an order
and
to
the
it.
knight, and the blacksmith, and then
Yes.
the farmer.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good idea. Do we want to put candles back in them as well, just to be honest?
Yeah, let's
We've
vote.
done everything.
Let's vote and braces this thing. So put the candles back in
Okay.
and then do it in the prescribed order.
All right. So can you write down what? Or just put in the chat what order you're doing them in. Or tell me. 'Cause that
So
was-
king, followed by the queen, followed by the knights, followed by the blacksmith.
All right. So as you hang on. So let's just stop there. Let me read a thing. Okay. So as you turn the first 4 statues, they actually all light up themselves. Sorry, you would have noticed this last time, but I forgot. The bit where the candle would be, in fact, they light up. It's not the candle that's lit; it's the actual statue itself lights up. And as you get to the 4th one, they all start immediately turning back to the position they were in.
I look around to make sure there's nothing coming.
There doesn't seem to be this time.
So we may have.
Do we
done
have
the
to hold
wrong
them in
order.
that position, maybe?
No,
I think we did the wrong order after the 3rd one, and then they sort of turned themselves back.
It says that the king wasn't not like other kings, and he had to hunt. So I wonder if we replace the king where it says hunts for sport. So if we go queen, knight, blacksmith, king, farmer.
you don't start with king.
No. Because the inscription says, then goes on to state how the king for the Molosseum was completely different.
Yeah.
He wasn't born a noble, had to hunt to stay alive, and forged his own path, grew his own kingdom, became a king, fought as a true hero, and only once was satisfied with life did he find a queen. Dare it with.
Yeah. So you start with the.
I think queen, knight, blacksmith, king, and then farmer, maybe.
But isn't it in the reverse order? Isn't it that king?
Aren't
So
they?
isn't it
Aren't there
like it-
6 as well? 6 statues.
It could be the order of the second story. He was born noble,
Yeah,
so it's
he wasn't
noble,
born-
then
He had
hunter.
to hunt, so it would be hunt. Forge his own path. Would be God knows what that one links to. So grew his own kingdom would
That's
be
the farmer.
Ah, I get you. Yeah.
Become a-
So,
Become a king.
well,
And then
forge his own
hero.
path would be the blacksmith, wouldn't it?
What were the
Yeah, okay,
6
yeah.
statues? I missed that. What are the 6 statues? Hello?
So the 6 statues are, well, you get the distinct impression that they would be a hunter, a queen, a king, a knight, a blacksmith, and a farmer.
So hunter, king, queen, knight, hunter,
Blacksmith and a farmer.
blacksmith. So there's the forged. Had to hunt, that's the hunter. Forge his own path, that's the blacksmith. Grew his own kingdom, that's the farmer.
Oh, and the queen would be the last because it's
Became a
the-
king, and then the queen.
Yeah.
So hunter, blacksmith,
Hunter, blacksmith.
farmer, king, queen.
Yep.
Does that work?
About the knight.
Oh yeah, there's a knight. Oh, he wasn't a noble. The noble is the knight. So you start with the knight.
Yeah.
So knight first.
Yeah.
Okay, so you turn the knight, then the hunter, then the blacksmith, then the farmer. and as you do so, you see the lights go out again, and they all turn back to where they were.
Ah,
Reagan, you and 3, you get both roll an insight check.
Oh,
You think? Oh, go on.
it says Gruzon Kingdom became a king and then fought as a true hero. So knight would come after king, I believe.
okay.
Okay.
So it's hunter, blacksmith, farmer, king, knight, queen.
Okay, so as you turn the statues this time in that order, you make it past to the 5th one, and it still stays alight. Then you turn the 6th one, and this time they all light up, and they almost pulse with light. As you hear a click and a thud
Well
from
done.
over towards the.
Well done.
Hey.
So mage hand plan again.
Yep. Elathane's gonna hide again.
Let's get ready for anything. Yeah, let's get ready for anything.
Yeah.
I open it with my mage hand.
And this time the door opens, and you see that it leads into a dark church.
Go in and have a rest.
Let's go in.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. All right. Sorry, someone asked me a question?
We aren't actually going in, are we?
Why else did we open the door?
Yeah, we need a
Well,
rest.
3 sensed undead in there, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Okay.
But I thought we were trying to get inside so that we could have a rest.
There's lots of dead out here as well.
Stay outside because they smell cat.
Fair enough. I sort of
I'm
just
glad
expect-
I'm glad I didn't say smell the pussy.
I just sort of expected like a room full of undead, but yeah, if it's empty, I'll go in.
Yeah, we'll make sure to check inside before we go in. We don't
Send
see
in
anything.
the
right?
bat.
The what? The bat. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Elathan will send his bat in, and it will fly along the roof, so no one can get him.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, if I do this, I don't think any of you can see.
I cannot.
Right. Okay. So, let's bring the bat back. Is it 60 foot or 100 foot?
It is 60. His name is Boromir, by the way. I'm going to be calling him Boromir from now on.
Love it. Boromir the bat. So you should now be able to see Elathan.
Yep.
All right. I'm not going to describe it for now until everybody else comes in. But can you see down the end? Down here?
I can see dimly.
You should be able to see.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can.
think
I can now that I'm approaching. Okay, so Elathan, as he's looking through his bat senses, will be talking quietly out loud, so you can, so the others can hear him.
Okay. So you can see that. Oh, do you want to describe, or do you want me to?
You might as well do it.
Okay, so as you fly into the church, you can see some large pillars go down the middle of the church. It goes down quite far, and then at the back there seem to be 3 large ogres. They seem to be digging through some sort of pile of rubble. As you fly a bit closer with your bat, trying not to disturb them, you notice that they seem to be dead zombies. They seem to have half their flesh missing, have a few arrows sticking out of their back. They don't seem to have noticed that the door is opened yet, though.
Yeah, as to not alert them any further, the bat is just going to fly one pillar more, and then Elathan is going to go back into his own body.
Okay.
What did you see?
It, basically, yeah, what you heard. 3 undead trolls by the looks of it.
Trolls? Oh, my goodness.
Or ogres. I don't know. I forgot.
Ogres.
Ogres. That's the one.
That sounds troublesome.
I think if you could do that spell again, can you? That lightning one, the thunder one.
I cannot until I rest.
Oh. 3,
Oh.
can you not see?
No.
Oh. You've just been doing this. Has anyone else not seen?
I
See
It's
what?
like a whole map. I didn't realise this.
What? What is it?
All I can see is the graveyard right now.
Can you see the graveyard?
Yeah, do graveyard.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I thought you couldn't for a minute. Great, as long as you can. Cool. Sorry, ignore me.
Right. Do we want to fight them on their terrain in the smaller space or out here?
Smaller space works better for me, but
Yeah, small space is good.
Okay. There's plenty of pillars to hide behind as well, so that might be good for us. Should we all focus on one? Does that seem like a good idea?
Yeah, take them down one at a time.
and
Okay.
keep something in mind that whenever I curse one of these creatures, I can hurt the ones around it as well. So
Good to know.
keeping them grouped is always a good thing for me.
Okay, so we should probably go in stealthy, then get the drop on them, and then whoever is the quickest, I guess, chooses who we kill first.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. So do you want to pick an order? Which order are you going in?
Elathan will go first, just because I think he's the stealthiest.
I'll go second
Okay.
then.
And then you're all walking in together.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. So as you're walking,
nice music.
I'd like you all to roll a stealth check, please.
Good one for now.
Okay.
Not going to end well.
All right. So they don't seem to have noticed you quite yet.
Oh, they have. Okay.
I can't see anything, by the way.
No, I can't.
Me neither.
Oh, it's because it's dark.
I have dark
That's fine.
vision.
There's no light in this. Oh, you can see. Yeah. All right. 60 feet.
You didn't say it was dark.
I did. Did I?
No,
I'm sure I did. Oh, that's because the bat can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Elathan.
the bat didn't say it was dark.
Elathan has dark vision too.
Good. You should still be able to see the bat as well, right?
Yeah, I can see through its eyes.
Sure. Can we do like a chain and I guide the others forward? So just follow me.
Sure.
So I tell the others they're straight ahead. I say they are. Let me see. They're like 60 feet
well,
ahead of us.
So you guys, you can hear kind of like a shuffling and banging from up ahead, but you can't see anything really. There's no real light at all in this sort of church. As you sort of try and shuffle your way forward, following Cloud, you sort of bang against each other, and your armor, Graven and Reagan, your armor sort of bangs against each other, and you sort of hear a clanging sound. And you can hear the sort of the shuffling and the rumbling stops. Cloud and Elephane, you can see that the ogres sort of turn around, or start to look up and sort of turn around.
So maybe we can take it.
As soon as I hear the banging and clanging stopped, I cast light
Okay. Is that on yourself?
cantrip on my staff. Yeah.
All right. Graven, Reagan, do you want to light anything?
Yeah, I'll light one of my lanterns.
Is that
So I'll switch to my because I won't be able to carry that with us. So I better switch. I'll let go of. I'll put Bob away my shield and switch to Sue, my one-handed axe.
is that a hooded lantern or a bullseye lantern?
It comes in the Dungeoneer's pack, so I think. Oh no, it's a torch. I'll light a torch.
Oh, a torch. All right.
And in fact, actually, I'll light the torch and then just throw it on the floor in to the east.
Okay.
And then I can keep hold of my double-handed axe.
All right, great. Okay, so you throw your torch over here. 40, 20. Let's see why. You no longer have that. Okay, so you should be able to see the torch, see the light. Graven, did you want to do any lighting type activities?
No. All right, I
Oh.
think for now.
Okay, at which point you'll hear. I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
So would Elethane and I, still being hidden, get a chance to surprise attack them?
You tried to hide. You can certainly try and hide. Yeah. I think you would be hidden currently. Yes. These three, not so much.
But it wouldn't be a surprise round.
No, because they detect these guys.
Okay,
Right, fair enough.
never mind.
Yeah, I think so. As you come in, it's kind of all coming together. So.
Yeah.
Could I get a chance to have Hex 1 before we started this, or not? It's fine.
No, because you were trying to lead these guys.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Lead these guys in. Right. Okay. I've got a character sheet that works this time.
Can't see the initiative thingy. Oh, right, never mind.
Too many buttons to press. Right. Well, we've got way too many people now. That's all of you. Great. All right, Graven, you see the front ogre. He like roars, lifts up his massive morning star, and it's your turn.
All right. I'll fire at it with my bow.
Okay.
It's this one here. 13?
13 hits.
10 piercing damage for the first shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Second shot. 9
Hits.
hits.
Wow.
Yeah, these things are just like dead flesh and bone.
Which
Right,
means they probably have a lot of
9
HP.
piercing damage.
All right.
And I put away my bow,
Okay.
and that's me done.
All right, then Elephane, you're up.
Okay, so earlier I noticed that my bolt didn't do too much damage, right?
Your bolt.
Crossbow bolt.
Yeah, it was.
I
You
mean,
mean
to the
against
to
what?
the zombie.
Did you fire at one? What? No,
I
I don't
fired
think
at
any
the-
point today you've noticed that.
Oh,
No?
I thought I fired at the zombie woman and I did 20 damage. And
Yeah,
didn't
you
go
knocked
down.
it. No, you knocked it down to 1 hit point.
oh, damn. Okay, I thought she was resistant. Okay,
No,
yeah,
she's got
I'll
21 hit points.
nice. Okay, I'll fire my crossbow then.
The one at the front.
Yeah, we're all going for the same one.
Oh, okay. How much damage?
That is 17 damage.
All right.
And as a bonus action, I will hide behind the same pillar.
Okay. All right. At which point, one of the ones at the back, he sort of like barges past the other, shoving him out of the way. Just comes careering down towards three of you, sort of like sees Graven and Reagan, but also looks up and sees Cloud as he's there as well. And he's like smacking his big hands against his like chest and like got a big scary morning star. He's a big ugly fella. He's like got most of his stomach missing. In fact, all three of them look fairly similar. Completely bald, muscles the size of your face. He's like, you know, very intimidating. And Cloud, you're up.
Okay, so since this guy nicely came towards me, I will hex it.
If you could all just remember to be in a square, that'd be great.
Oh, yes. Does it snap to... No, it doesn't. Okay.
No, the grid's not on.
All right.
Not yet. No. There's a reason I turned it off.
Does that mean I'm further from 5 feet from it? I would be...
How big is this fella? Large. So he was kind of like, yeah, in those two squares here. This square.
Okay, so I am right next to him.
You are right next to him, yeah.
Okay.
Turn the grid off because it's going to be a pain.
Okay, so he's hexed with Constitution.
Okay.
And I will stop moving. I will attack it.
Solid plan.
That hits.
That hits.
So that's 19.
19. Okay.
Second attack. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. Then that's another 17.
Okay. Man, you throw out some serious damage these days.
And I just tell the others, in case that wasn't clear, that one.
And then Reagan, you're up.
So do I get extra damage because it's hexed as well, or is...
I don't think so.
No, it's just me.
So I am going to use my last point of rage to rage and hit it with Rita, my double-handed sword.
When you used your
axe.
rage outside, you didn't get
Yeah.
you didn't get exhausted. That's something else, is it?
So that was frenzy that exhausted me.
Cool.
But if I frenzy again, it'll go up another level of frenzy, of exhaustion.
Okay. You do hit.
Okay, and it does 14 slashing damage.
All right.
And I will frenzy.
You cut off there? Or?
Frenzy and hit it. I can hear you again. Yep.
Yeah, oh, good. 18 this time.
All right. Okay. Still standing there, but you've taken a few big chunks off of him. You just sort of like rage it. You want doing us?
No, that's me done.
All right. At which point you see the two ogres come running down either side,
Oops.
clattering their way through. One of them almost bangs straight into Elephane, not knowing he was there. Clatters straight into him. They both again roar out. And then 3, you're up.
I'm going to move here. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and hit this one.
Okay.
So 10.
I need your spirit. I need to add this. Give this to you as a permanent thing. This is not well, that's huge. All right, just turn now. Shwa, shwa, shwa.
And then I'm going to swing my quarterstaff at it.
Solid plan. That's a hitter.
For 1 bludgeoning damage.
Good, solid 1 bludgeoning damage. You want doing us?
No, that's pretty much.
All right. And Graven.
Alrighty. I will swing my sword at this one.
I don't think you can miss.
I don't see that on my.
Critical fail.
Oh yeah, that's the only way you can miss.
7 slashing damage. to the
All
first
right.
one. And, you bring the sword round again and smack him with it. Yay!
Nice.
Come on.
All the dice.
16.
All right, so again, you like lop off almost entirely one of his arms, and he sort of like he falters, but he's still standing, still looking menacing, but quite almost more undead than a minute ago.
Okay, I'll bash him with my shield, try and knock him prone.
Okay. Yeah, he's large. You can do that, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a strength. So you bash it into his stomach, and he's just sort of quite a bit bigger than you were expecting him to be. Didn't channel it this time.
All right, that's me done.
All right, then Elathane Lassalane, you're up. Oh, I think he was.
Sorry,
Oh, he's sorting his phone out, isn't he?
I'm here.
Cool.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I can't update my health and stuff,
Okay,
but
I'll
I
do
can
it for you.
still click my macros.
I can't click your macros, so I don't think. Oh, you can click your macros, or you can't.
I can.
All right, great.
I will go and flank with Reagan after disengaging from.
Okay. All of the dice. All right, so you've moved to here.
One to the right.
One
Yeah,
to the
doesn't really matter. Not on the spiritual weapon.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Okay, and yeah, you hit him and you slice his head off. He dead.
Nice.
All right. At which point, Cloud, it's your turn.
All right, switch the hex to the guy next to me.
Okay.
Still Constitution. Actually, no. Make it Strength.
Okay.
And I attack it. Why not?
All right.
Yeah. That's 21.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you hurt him.
And second attack is that hits, right? So
Yep.
another 15.
Another 15. All right. Yeah, you slice him good.
And I tell Graven, do what you did with your shield on this one too.
All right. And Reagan, you're up.
So Reagan will move around to here and hit this guy with Rita.
That's a hitter.
11.
All right.
And then same again because I'm frenzying.
Okay. That hits. And explain how you kill it.
Woohoo.
His double-handed axe reaches back behind his back and embeds into the undead ogre's face, splitting it in two.
All right. So as you do so, you knock it down, dead, and it what should you do? 5 plus. Oh my God, I think you can make that. 12. See, you can make that. All right. So as you do so, you clean it into his face. You pull your axe out, and you see that he sort of like almost shakes it off and stands back up.
Oh, no.
You want to do anything else?
That's me done.
All right. At which point, this thing like pours its morning star up from the floor and brings it straight down onto your head.
Ooh. Yes, it does.
Straight down, and does 19 bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
Ouch.
The other one steps up behind 3, and sort of you almost see a smile come across its completely dead, stone dead face as he pulls up his morning star as well.
Oh.
Uh-oh. And breaks it down onto the back of 3's head. doing that many damages.
18.
So if I'm resistant to bludgeoning, that halves it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So do we round up or round down?
Round down, always, indeed. So
Round down.
You would take 9 damage.
Okay, thank you. There we go.
And then 3 with the mother of all headaches.
Okay, are they all 3 up, or is one actually down?
One is dead.
Right.
You just got smacked on the back of the head by the one behind you.
And which one got back up?
This one over here.
Oh, okay. I am going to cure myself at level 2 for 18 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, it's like backing out. And then I will also command my spiritual weapon to attack this bastard who attacked me.
All right. Do him, Sam, do him. That hits.
4 or 5 points of damage.
Force damage. All right. You want to do anything else?
No. Can't do anything else.
Okay, then Graven.
All right, I'm going to step to here. I'm going to attack this one.
Okay. If you don't roll a 1, then you hit. If you don't want to roll, then you hit.
Okay, I'm going to make that a pushing attack as well. So
Okay.
that's the 8 plus another 5, so 13 damage, and he needs DC 11 saving throw.
He fails.
I'm pushing back up to 15 feet.
All right, so you push him back against the wall, and he sort of stumbles and trips over and falls like head first into the wall, and you see him like all over prone.
Okay, I will follow him up then with the rest of my movement. Take my second attack.
Okay.
Advantage because he's prone?
He is prone.
Awesome. 23.
Hits. Does another 7 points of damage.
Points of damage. That's as much as I can do for now, I think.
Okay. Then Elephane, you're up.
All right. Could you roll a stealth from me?
I certainly can. 21.
Awesome. Okay,
What are you
then
gonna do?
I would like to... 1 second, Carpathen. Okay. I would like to go up north and then a bit right, and then cast Chill Touch on the one to the right.
Okay.
Um,
Press that off. You do that.
yeah.
It's your touch. So you're moving to here. Oh wait, no, you don't need to move that close.
Yeah.
Moving to there.
Yeah.
And casting Chill Touch, which doesn't manage to hit it.
It's still a under elf accuracy though, so there's another d20 in there.
Oh, you add an extra d20.
So elven accuracy lets me replace one of the dice with a.
Oh, cool. All right, great. That does hit.
Awesome. Okay, actually, it's no, that's fine. It's -1, but +2. Yeah, and then it's a d8 damage.
4 damage. All right, so you knock it down from behind, and you see it again falters to the floor, and as it sort of does so again, it sort of stands back up again, staggers back up, and picks up its morning star.
And then I get closer to it and try to sort of get its attention.
Try to get its attention.
Yeah, try to make it attack me instead of.
Okay. You can stand there.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah. At which point it's sort of like you. Well, yeah, it's not his turn. But all right. Cool. And then Cloud, you're up then.
Okay, I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Well, actually, sorry. Seems like it doesn't need a lot of hits, so I'm going to do Maddening Hex instead. So it just takes 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Does-
What kind of damage? Psychic.
Psychic.
Okay. Yeah, and again, it's like falters down, and sort of like you see it's trying to resist the hex, but it does. It sort of like shakes its head and stands back up.
All right, I attack it again.
Okay.
Well, this time I regular attack it. Doesn't matter how much damage it's going to do. What? Well, had to happen.
So you don't manage to hit it. It's sort of perturbed by the fact it keeps getting back up and don't manage to hit it.
I hit it again. This one hits
This
though.
time you do manage to hit it. And do how much damage?
That's 13.
13.
And I say, stay dead.
So you glaive it straight in the head, the same bit where Reagan hit it. You take off like a good half of its face at this point, and it's like it's grotesque. It's got like you can see its brain, and it's like you see one of its eyes is on the floor, but again it stands back up and looks at you glaringly through one of its eyes.
Wonderful.
You want to do anything else?
I don't think I can, so.
Okay, Reagan, you're up.
Stay down.
You're definitely raging.
Yeah. I'm going to hit it with Rita again.
Right.
17 slashing.
All right. So this time you bury Rita into its skull, but you like chop off through its spine and like grab with your other hand and like pull its head off. And this time it doesn't get back up. It's dead.
Stay down.
Good.
And I will use my movement to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move that. I'm coming, Graven.
All right. At which point, yeah, you see the one in front of Graven and like turns and gets back up and again picks up his Morning Star, attempts to bring it down on top of Graven's head, but like clangs it on his armor, and Graven's like, "Roar!"
Can I riposte?
Yes, you certainly can. That hits.
Okay, that is that much plus 16.
Okay.
Slashing down.
All right. Yeah, so like as he tries to bring it down, you like dart to the right, and it hits the floor where you were, and you like slice at its arm and slice off a good chunk of its bicep. But it's still coming for you. 3, you're up.
I'll command my spiritual weapon to attack the.
That's a hitter. Minus 11.
And then I will point at it and demand that Kellenvor return it to its proper death. So it needs to make a DC 14 Wisdom save.
It's a dumb motherfucker.
It take. Oh. Another 4 damage.
Okay. And we need the obligatory.
Boom, do, ring, whatever.
All right, Graven, you're up. Hearing the bells, fill your ears.
Okay, I swing my sword at him.
If you didn't roll a 1, you hit.
There's a hit. 13 slashing damage. For the
All
first one.
right. Okay.
Still standing?
It is still standing.
All right, so my second one then. 11 slashing damage.
All right. Yeah. So again, you swipe a big chunk off through its flesh, but it's still standing. It looks faltered, but it's still coming towards you.
All right, and I slam my shield into his face.
Okay.
Try and knock it prone again.
Okay. This time you got his number and you push it straight in the kneecap, and he goes straight down
Wallop.
on the floor and is prone.
All right. Okay, that's me done then.
All right. Elephant.
Car passing.
We can't actually hear the cars anymore. Your headset's a bit quieter now.
Yeah, it picks up the closest sound, so if I stop talking, pick it up. Alrighty, I will keep voice from the thingy and
That's so many dice.
That hits, and yeah, you fire a bottle straight through over the head of Graven and goes straight into the thing, knocking it. What you think would kill it. How much damage do you do? A lot.
I'm not really sure.
How much damage did you do? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, it's thinking that you would kill it where it stands, but it looks like it shakes off the crossbow bolt and doesn't manage to. You don't manage to kill it once and for all.
And I guess I'll hide.
Okay. And then Cloud.
So Cloud just runs through, passes by 3, gets here, hexes the guy with his constitution, and attacks.
Okay.
So he gets disadvantage now.
Okay.
I guess the hits.
It does.
So that's 12 damage.
Okay. All right. So again, you this time you feel that you've got the better of him. Oh, I've already rolled it twice. And this time he doesn't get up.
There.
Dead. And then it goes eerily quiet.
Well done, Bibble. These things
Nice.
pack a punch. Did it actually hit anyone?
Yeah, me.
Oh, yes.
Smack me on the head.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for your concern.
Alright, let's check the room.
Search
The bodies?
search the bodies. Anything on them?
No, there's a few swords and bolts and things sticking out of them, but generally they seem pretty much naked.
What's this?
Aladdin would like to search the pile that they were rummaging in.
Yeah. All right. So that thing is just like an old table, nothing particularly of interest.
Okay.
Old stone table. So as you walk to the back of the room, you see a number of doors that go down the side of the building. But you walk up to the large pile, and you see that it sort of seems to be just a general pile of rubble and bricks. It seems to have come from almost the ceiling above. They seem to have been clawing through it. You're not really too sure why. It doesn't seem to be particularly interesting. It's almost like they may have been commanded to just do something inane.
Okay.
You do also notice 2 staircases on either side of the back of the door.
So the doors are up north,
The
and
doors are the white things.
oh, that's a lot of doors. Okay. So, but from entering the building, we know that these don't lead outside, right? There's more rooms. From knowing the size of the building, I mean.
Sorry?
From knowing the size of the building before entering, we know that these don't lead outside there. There's extra rooms.
These
Yes.
staircases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we check the doors first before we go upstairs?
Can we take a rest?
Elizabeth would like to close the main doors as well, so we don't get surprised.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You pull them closed.
Do we want a short rest? We could have a short rest, couldn't we?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we'll take a short rest.
Okay.
What's on the ceiling of the rubbles? It's just a hole, or
So the ceiling of the church.
no? Just where this the rubbles
So
are.
it looks kind of like a stone ceiling. It looks just like bits of the roof have sort of collapsed in on itself,
Okay.
and that's what's caused the rubble.
Right.
Okay, so you do rest up for 15, 20 minutes. Grab some protein bars. Give each other a back rub. A little kind of short rest type of thing. Read some glossy magazines. That sort of stuff. Catch up on Flamescar Weekly. And you all do your thing. As you do so, every now and then you hear a slither or some sort of weird coming from almost above you, but kind of in the walls and all around.
Does a short rest get rid of conditions like exhaustion?
I don't know, but I think exhaustion you have to have a long.
Okay. So I'm currently disadvantaged on ability checks, and my speed is halved.
All right.
Unless anyone can help with that.
I can't.
Yeah, you need to take a long rest, basically.
Friends.
Or potion of vitality. Or greater restoration.
Yeah.
What was Dobson's potion I got earlier? Is that like a lottery? But like you gave me one right at the beginning, and then I think you gave me one of your own earlier when I got puffball in my nose.
Yeah, you still have one.
Then I will drink my Dobson's potion.
Solid plan.
I'm going to move out the way.
Yes, me too.
Oh, high number today. Oh, I should start crossing these off.
Where is he even?
Okay, all right. So you drink down this potion, and you feel from as soon as you glug it down, you feel your entire body starts to get really hot. You can feel all your blood is boiling. It's like you've gone into a frenzy rage, but without the frenzy and rage. You feel like you would now be resistant to any fire you were going to take. And you're sort of almost emitting fire coming out your ear. Not quite so much, but the other guys will take a step back because you're all pretty hot.
Is that smoke coming out of you? Are you all right?
Is it getting hot in here?
Right, I guess that was the wrong potion.
Well, you never know.
Graham, could you heal me up, by the way?
Oh yeah. Dice. Other thing.
I rolled one already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Cool. Doesn't that add it on automatically? That would have been really handy.
Yeah, I did.
Plus 10. 38 points. That's too many. 33. All right, cool.
Friends, this rubble here, it makes me wonder if the floor on the upper floor is not weak and could collapse on her under the weight of our feet. Let's be cautious.
Good point.
Should we try the doors?
Yeah, let's try the doors.
And Graham, how many hours has it been since we were fighting those ghouls and ghasts?
It's like half an hour, maybe.
Oh,
Probably took you 20 minutes. Oh no, hang on.
no, that was a previous before the graveyard.
You pushed another hour or so into the bedwoods. So,
Okay, so my hex is still on then. Okay. Good. Should we try some doors?
Yeah.
Okay. Graven, if you're going to open this one, I will ready my Eldritch Blast, just in case.
Okay.
Yep. Palatine will ready it as well.
All right, I will try and open this door.
Okay. So you do open the door. It opens fairly easy. Sort of a loud creak. And inside you can see there is a large table with multiple chairs. Oh, why can't you see that? Can you not see that? That's
No.
weird.
No, I
Yeah.
don't have any light. That's why.
Do you know have a?
Ah, right.
You can.
I'll light a torch. Can I light a torch?
Yeah, of course. I was wondering why the dynamic light updating boy. There you go.
Conference.
Hey,
Conference room.
yeah, it's a large stone table with stone chairs being covered in a thick sheet of dust. They've obviously not been disturbed. In fact, as you walk in, it kind of gets a bit in your nose. It makes you cough a little bit. There doesn't seem to be anything too much of interest in this room, apart from the table and the chairs. It's obviously once used for some sort of meeting room or dining room or something along those lines. Maybe where the clergy of the church used to eat their dinner.
Okay.
Should we look around this room just in case?
Yeah. Could we check the room, see if there's anything
Uh,
hidden?
Yeah, roll an investigation check. Right, so you don't find anything specific. You notice that goes on to the outside world. You don't notice it. You see that you feel that you saw the door that leads to the other side of this wall and to the other side of this wall. So you think there's probably not a huge amount else in this room.
Right.
Okay. Should
The
I
next one?
this one?
Yeah.
I'll open it this time.
Okay.
Shazam! So you see what seems to be an old storeroom. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly large in there, just sort of old boxes and crates, and again covered in quite a thick amount of dust.
And there's another door.
There is another door. You're right, actually.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah.
I will check the room first. Let's do a quick investigation.
Okay. Yeah. Roll an investigation bit.
I'm mesmerized by the door.
Yeah. You don't find too much. You open a few of the sort of crates and things. There seems to be years old spoiled food that's just sort of like completely turned into almost dust, and nothing particularly of interest.
Well, let's keep the food for Rogar. He seems to like horrible food. Okay, should we try this door? I try the door.
Okay. So this opens into a much larger room. You see some sort of broken stools, as well as a kind of larger altar piece, which again is run down, very broken. There's sort of a broken chair with some supplementary other chairs. They kind of go up some steps, so it's a little bit up in the air. But again, it looks pretty trashed, pretty broken up.
And these things?
Those are the stalls. Sorry,
okay.
they look like pews, or
Okay.
again, very broken.
So, quick investigation.
Yeah, you can do. So you notice there's less dust in this room. It's still quite dusty, but there seems to be it seems to have been disturbed more than in the other rooms. You maybe wonder if it's the ogres had been in here or something. It looks quite trashed.
Yeah, most likely the ogres came here. But nothing of value.
No, there doesn't seem to be. You sort of have a look around the chairs and the chairs here, and you don't find anything specific.
I'll open this door since it leads back to...
It does lead back into the main.
Yeah. Alright, what to next, friends? And Reagan, can you see in the dark, or do you not want to pick up your...
I'm a little scared. He was just like pacing around in the dark, trying to cool down.
Why don't you pick up your torch? Or your lantern, or whatever it was. So, the double doors here?
Yeah, try this one.
Are you picking up your torch, Reagan?
Yeah, I threw it on the ground around here, didn't I?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll pick it up.
Alright. So as you open these doors, again you see a large room similar to the other one, but in much more pristine condition. You can see the pews are nice and straight and neat and still there. And you can see that there are the same sort of setup with chairs. On the chair, you can see what seems to be a large, almost a large statue, but it's kind of a large set of armor. It's this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that.
Ominous.
Elephant will keep the crossbow aimed at the statue.
It has like a really large coming out the back of it.
A large what? Sorry, you cut off.
It has a large sword, like almost strapped to the back of it. That seems to be the only thing that's not covered in dust. The entire statue, and you can hear the sort of noise. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't have the blue in the eye or anything. It's just sort of sitting there.
Can I examine it?
Yeah, sure. Well, investigation check.
I'll do as well.
What are you examining for specifically?
Any kind of arcane markings on the armor? Anything that looks unusual?
Okay.
And I'm looking for magical stuff, so anything that's, yeah.
All right. Okay, so you blah 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 blah. Use your words, Graham. Use your words. So where's that? I've got things to mark it. Okay, so you recognise this to be what did you roll? Where's my roll 20? I've lost roll 20 now.
18 for Graven and 12 for me.
All right. Okay. So Graven, as you have a look, thing is like I say, not as dusty. Almost seems to have been almost like the dust is not settling on it. You notice this to be what seems to be a knight of some description. It seems to be has some heavy plate armor. Has a large shield down to the side of it. You can see the sword on its back looks pretty awesome. One of the best long swords you've seen in a while, and you've seen a few pretty good long swords in your time. It doesn't seem to be animate at all at the moment. You sort of you get quite up close to it. You try not to touch it too much. You see that it's sort of it's the armor is still in good condition. You can see that there is some sort of skeleton inside of it. And then click, you detect there is definitely some sort of magical aura coming off of this. Although, so you can tell that this is this magic seems to be almost holding this thing still. You get the impression that, that there are sort of almost two conflicting types of magic happening on this statue. One that's trying to keep it down, and one that's trying to break it free.
I share this to the others. It's could it be that one of the magic is trying to animate it while the other is sealing it?
Yeah.
Maybe there's some element of holiness still left at the place.
Could this be the king that the inscription talks about?
I don't know, but it is strange and potentially dangerous.
Yeah, I think we just leave it.
Maybe we'll get back to it later.
Yeah.
Is the armor looking in any particular direction?
No, it's just kind of sitting, and it's got both hands. Right. Obviously looking towards the door, but doesn't seem to be looking. That just sort of sitting in the chair. Did you want to investigate around this?
Yeah, we'll have a look around the room.
Sorry, other thing. What were you saying?
I was just going to say, can I have a quick look up, go upstairs and look under the chair?
Yeah. Okay. So as you do that, you notice that the roll an investigation.
Could you do that for me?
I certainly can.
Thank you.
Can't really walk. you don't notice a lot. But Graven comes around and has a look with you and rolls an investigation check as well.
No.
So you notice that the dust around this chair it sort of seems to have moved slightly, and as you sort of look, you notice that there is kind of a crack that runs from the back of the chair all the way back to the back of the room.
Crack?
A crack.
Can we push the chair?
Yeah, so as you push the chair, you notice it sort of slides slightly, but the chair doesn't move so much, but the floor that you're kind of standing on parts, and there is a staircase leading downwards.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
It's only wide enough for one of you to go down at a time, but it certainly is a staircase.
Can we have a look down there?
How about we send a little bad friend first?
Boromir.
Boromir.
Right,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good idea.
Do I get any idea of what religion this temple is?
Yes, maybe. Almost definitely. So it's oh, hello.
Quick heads up. I'm probably gonna leave in 15 minutes.
Fair enough. It's getting late, and you are playing outside.
Yeah, I've got to work tomorrow as well. So.
All right. You probably do get an idea of the god, but we'll do that in a minute. You set the bat down, and if you look to the bottom right of the map, Elathane, you should now be able to see that you can see a corridor with two doors off, leading right and left.
Oh yeah. Doesn't it go further northward?
It's only about. No, you can see to the end. You can see here. That's the end.
Oh, right.
Corridor.
Okay. It sort of looked like it was heading. Well, yeah, I say that. There's two doors down there.
And we can only go one at a time.
Yeah, it's only wide enough for one at a time.
Mm-hmm. Shall we take a look?
Yeah, all right. Let's head down the corridor.
So who's going first?
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
I'll follow second.
I do it stealthily.
Okay. So Elathane
Ooh.
and Cloud, you are now both in.
Yes, thank you. So I guess
There's probably room for one more on the stairs.
Reagan's happy to go.
All right.
All right, Elathane, we're right behind you.
Okay. Elathane will draw his sword. Probably can't shoot in this tight space. And then open the door to the left.
To the left. Okay, as you do so, you see that it opens to a large pool of water with what seems to be three kind of floating wooden barges.
Is there anything you have to pass message?
Why?
Perhaps we could see with the cleric down here. There seems to be more undead.
You can see creatures?
Well, sarcophagi. Or what are those?
They're like they're not sarcophagus, but they just seem to be sort of like three floating planks. You're not quite sure what they are or why they're there. They seem very odd.
How deep is the water?
Sorry, what was that?
How deep is the water?
How deep is it? Stick my sword in it.
Okay, so you stick your sword in and you see the ripples go out sort of through the water, but you don't find the bottom. And it seems quite dark and murky.
Can I send Boromir in there? See more?
In the room? Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much see the entire room, though.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's just piece floating. There doesn't seem much more to it. I think if we jumped onto them or something might happen. But I'd rather not do that.
Yes, it does sound a bit strange.
And I opened the right door.
And you see some glistening treasure. Large piles of glistening treasure.
I hold myself back with great effort and look for traps.
Okay. Yep, roll an investigation check.
If you could do that, please.
Yep. And you don't detect anything particularly.
Okay, I will run in and run my hand through the goal with bullshit.
All right. Do you want to take so everything you see? All right. So as you go through, you find lots of copper, silver pieces, gold. You find lots of other bits and bobs, but you also find a large set of plate armor decorated with precise geometric figures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In fact, the armor looks like that.
Wow. That
It
looks like the
doesn't have
statue?
doesn't have all the smoky bits. It's just the armor. I'm using it for artistic effect.
Nice.
I'm gonna. That's all we find in there. I'm gonna copy all the.
You know what? You cut out.
I'm gonna copy all the stuff we find to our loot.
It's a handout in the thing. So,
Yeah. Okay.
it's probably in the Dead Woods section.
Okay.
Basement treasure.
That's a lot of gold. A lot of coin. I have a bag of holding for this specifically. I'm glad I took it.
Could you get it in kind of,
Sorry, what?
could you divide it up later?
Yeah, I will do that later. Yeah. Oh, Fjord is going to be happy with the alchemist flasks.
I'll give the room another investigation.
Yeah, so you don't find anything in this impression that it was there to store the treasure of the king of the that seemed to me maybe related to the large knight that sat on the throne.
Okay. Does anyone feel brave enough to find out what these planks do?
To be honest, if we found the treasure, I'm not sure what of interest would be in that room, but
I don't know. I feel like there's something depth that might be worth looking at, but not today, maybe.
I can investigate a little bit if you move. Well, you've technically moved inside the room, so I should be able
Oh
to.
yeah, just feel free to move to me. Wait, I can do that one second. It'll just take a second.
And I've probably gone inside the room as well. But what does 11 mean? Okay. We don't see those numbers, I assume. Yeah, can I do an
No.
investigation on the water room?
What are you investigating for specifically?
I'm just trying to see anything else besides the planks.
So all you can
traps,
really see is the water and the planks itself.
I have a pretty long glaive. I'm trying to put it as deep as I can.
Okay. Yeah. So again, you stick it in quite deep, but you don't find anything that feels like the bottom of the water. You make lots of ripples and stuff as you do so.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems a bit deep for just a flooded basement.
Does that ring any bell? Like, could it be like a water? Anything on the ceiling that looks like maybe it's wells, water?
No, in fact, like Elephant says, the water here seems to be very odd.
Okay. Yeah.
And, yeah, you can't see anywhere near the bottom. It's very deep.
Either it's a water tank but yeah, I don't know. It is definitely odd. I would not want to swim in it. I mean, I do have water breathing cone, but nonetheless.
Alathane will cast message up to 3 and ask him, does your light spell work underwater?
I believe it does, yes.
Perhaps we could cast it on a coin and toss it down, see if it has a bottom.
Indeed. I'll go down.
Okay, yeah, Reagan sort of shuffles a bit forward and you
I
can
move.
just
Yeah, I move
Yeah.
into the treasure room, I guess.
And I will. What? Where am I looking? To
bottom
this?
right of the map.
Yeah, no, but I mean.
You have to come.
where-
Yeah,
this
there you
is
go.
where
So on
Yeah,
the
then
left.
I'll drop a. I'll recast it on a copper coin and drop the coin into the water.
Okay, so as you do so, it sort of hits the water and it drops sort of 5, 7, 8 feet into the deep, murky water, and then it soon goes out and you can't follow it. Difficult to see through the water. It's very murky and quite disgusting. It's obviously been stagnant for a very long time.
Okay. Then I will cast light on my stuff again. And say I can only but see 5 feet. At least. But maybe more.
Maybe this is not worth the risk.
Yeah.
I feel that we should try and find this may be the cause of the undead here. I'm not sure we've explored upstairs, but perhaps another time.
Do you sense any magical aura?
I cannot see through barriers, solid barriers, so I mean, I can try down here, but perhaps upstairs would be a better option.
Yeah, I do not think going deep into murky water like this is worth the risk.
Maybe we can return one day with a flask of water breathing or whatever was in
I mean,
the thing.
but I have an item with me that allows us to breathe underwater. Actually,
All of it?
yes. You need to drink some water from this. I show you. It's what does it look like? Actually, I forgot.
It's a seashell.
A seashell. Yeah. If you drink water from this, then you can for 10 minutes breathe underwater.
Nice. But yeah, I have to leave now. Could you message me the XP and stuff? See if that, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep, can do. Yep, I think it might be worth wrapping up fairly soon.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, maybe we keep this for another time and explore a few more rooms before we head back to Flamescar.
If anything happens, just hide and shoot.
Cheers, Marlon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
I
Thank
also
you.
have to go kind of.
Yeah, so should we just wrap it up? Yeah, back to Flamescar?
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
The magical energy of Flamescar to port you all back.
We need a magic rope.
Well, fortunately, Flamescar comes with its own magical energy, but this time of night manages to pull you straight back.
Yeah.
It's one of the properties of Flamescar. It's also what helps stops it from being attacked from, horrible things. And you're back. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Very well. So all the stuff we found that is not coin, I will put in the vault, unless somebody wants a set of thieves' tool, some fine wine.
Did you bring the armor back as well?
Yeah.
Can we get Theo to have a look at it?
Yeah, that would be nice. Does it look? Yeah.
Because I wouldn't mind it if it's not obviously if it doesn't do anything that would be useful to somebody else, then plate armor would be super useful for me.
Is this medium armor?
Is it it's the armor that you? It's heavy armor, isn't it? Plate.
It is.
That's not the half plate; it's the full plate.
Okay.
Plate, yeah.
You do get the impression that this has properties and would require attunement to understand what they are.
Right.
Cloud tells you, be careful with those things. The scar on my cheek says as much.
So does that mean Theo would not be able to identify it without attuning to it?
I think the identify thing tells you that identify spells tells you what attuning would tell you.
Yeah. So
okay, we'll wait and ask her to have a look at that then.
Yes, it says you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Okay.
So
and looking at what does it look like? Does it look?
It looks like that picture I sent.
Does it look sinister or does it look?
Yes.
It looks like that picture I sent.
Very sinister.
That picture. It looks like that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
It looks like without all the wispy stuff, but yeah, it looks like that.
Okay.
With the big horns and everything. It doesn't come with the boots. The boots are extra.
Okay. It's a bare feet job, is it?
I don't think heavy armor. I think plate armor includes boots or gloves because you can get separate versions of those, right? Because you can get special boots and special gloves.
Gauntlets.
So,
yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. I think we better get Theo to have a look at those first.
Yep.
But, yeah, I'd be interested in those if they're not.
No, that's wrong.
If they're not evil.
That's wrong.
What is wrong?
Because I know for a fact that there was a lot more silver pieces than there was gold.
Oh, it just converts. Wait.
Well,
I'm using.
Convert because you just got silver.
Yeah, sure.
That's not how it works.
I'm sorry, because I'm using a tool that does it for me, and I think it's just trying to keep it simple.
You calculate it.
I didn't write the tool, man. Not at all. It's convenient, though, you tell how many people you are and whatnot.
But you got silver. You didn't get gold. You got
yeah,
silver.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just telling you what the thing does.
But that's not what you wrote. What you wrote is disagreeing with me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine. So
yeah, so great job. You should see your XP that you all got in there as well.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Thanks.
Solid plan.
Where am I looking? Sorry.
In Discord, sorry, in the Return of the Deadwoods channel.
780
780 XP.
Sweet.
780
XP. Just
gold and silver. Oh, you're whipping it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete that one. So what's a gold piece in silver? What is that?
10 silver piece to gold piece.
Thank you.
But you don't need to do any of those calculations because you just do whatever you've got over 5 and split that up, right?
Sure.
You can't convert it to gold unless you're giving everybody the gold and keeping the silver.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just put the stuff in and it tells me what it is. But yeah, that's... I just
being intentionally difficult.
I just don't like doing math, that's all. Okay. I will write it down anyway on the Discord.
Great. Okay, I go to bed now, unless you guys want anything else.
No, that's really good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Glad you all enjoyed it.
Sorry I was a bit quiet.
Good to be back.
That's all right, yeah. And Reagan, hopefully it's stirred up the passion for coming to play DDF a bit more.
Well, it never left. It was just work and things, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Life
Gets in the way of that, yeah. Never mind. All right, guys. Well, don't forget to organise more sessions. Not for this week. Next week is we're back up to full speed. So
Sweet. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. See you later.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Bye.
See ya.
Cheers.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.